Infinite waters flowing through you on Poindexter. And I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started, because you know we dominate these time constraints. And angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for my divine collective? What do they need to know most to walk the highest path for the greatest good? I see the Queen of Swords out here. The Queen of Swords lets me know that, like, better than you could ever tell somebody. Like, there was an expression, right? But better than ever you could ever tell somebody, you showed them, right? Like, whatever you said out of your mouth, you made somebody a believer, right? There was a demonstration. Three of Cups energy is out here. Three of Cups with the Queen of Swords means that because you demonstrated something with your intellect, there are now people who want to be a part of you, be like connected with you. The Magician card energy is out here with the Queen of Swords. I feel like they wouldn't, until you demonstrated this intellect. Three of Cups energy is out here. They didn't want to be a part. Back then, they didn't want me. Now they all on me. Queen of Wands energy is out here with the Star card. To me, it depends on what you thinking about doing right now, right? Like, first of all, you said something, like you made somebody a believer. You showed them better than you could ever tell them, right? Queen of Swords energy is out here. Now they want to switch sides. Like, they want to act like they wasn't a part of the people who was trying to persecute you. They want to come in and try to be a supporter, right? But it's like, once an enemy, always an enemy, right? The Magician card energy is out the Star card, the Queen of Wands. But now they showing me like this type of, like a Machiavellian type of energy where, like, okay, you know, make this motherfucker work for you. Like, if they want to act like they was never a part of the other side or the other team, then you in a position of power right now, because you in a position to where you could manipulate their desire to want to be associated and affiliated with you to your will. This is what I'm tapped into. The Hangman energy is out here. The Hangman is about your spirit team. It's like, you see what I'm saying? Queen of Swords energy is out here with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, right? Like, this is empathic. I'm talking to empathic people who, you're not a manipulative individual. You don't think, like, in your spirit team is saying, play chess, not checkers, right? Somebody who you know that was on the other side, whether they know you was on the other side or not, whether they know they was on the other side or not, you know they was on the other side. Now you made him a believer. Whatever you said you was gonna do, you did it, and it was done well, and it's done in a way that they can't move you. Now they coming over trying to act all buddy. You know, you put a pin in that type of shit. That type of shit, you say, okay. You don't react overtly like, oh, I know you was on the other side. You say, oh, okay, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. Even though I know this motherfucker ain't really for me, I'm not going to make a demonstration of it. I'm going to wait till the perfect opportunity and the perfect time to let this information benefit me. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Divine Feminine energy. Divine Feminine is, I hold it inside. I have it in. It's internal. It's inside. But when I need it, I know how to take that energy that's inside of me and transmute it into external power. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, and that's what I see. I see you seeing that somebody trying to switch up and now they want to act like it's all cool. Okay, bitch, until I need you. It's this type of energy. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I just fucking work here. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Happy to be back. I'm back and I'm better. Y'all double tap that screen if I'm saying something that helps. And let's get these messages out here. Let's get these messages out here. What does the divine collective need to know most? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for 70,000 in the followers. After that debacle that got the account deleted, now we up 70K, and that happened in like a month. Because I think you got to wait like 60 days, so maybe 2 months for me to get up that much, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all amazing. The Hangman energy is out here. There's this collective message that's coming through about like a motherfucker. See now. Hangman energy is out here with the Judgment card, right? Like, let's say people were saying that you got to where you got to through ulterior motives, right? Like through some type of subversive or shiesty ass shit, you got to some substantial position. It's like people was trying to say that you stole your way to the top. The letter S is coming up significantly, right? But then, okay, so they say they stole that to get there, right? It's like somebody saying you cheated on the test, and then you took the test again and you made the same 100. It's like somebody say you lied or manipulated situations to get to in a certain position. They tried to take it from you and you didn't. You got that shit again. That's what's on this board, right? Like, now what can they say? Is this type of energy? Eight of Cups energy is out here with the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, don't get in your feelings. Can't get in my feelings. We ain't crying by no nigga. We ain't riding by no nigga. Out spying on no nigga. It's this type of energy. 9 of Cups. Let's go get some money and get fine on these niggas when it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 niggas. I'm outside. 9 of Cups energy is out here with the Judgment card. It was like, there's this internal, this divine feminine energy that's showing up. It can't be taken from you. You know how in the Bible it say, store up your treasures in heaven, where thieves cannot steal and moths won't rust. It mean that this treasure that you had, that people thought that they could take from you, because maybe they thought it was your hair, so they said, I'm going to fuck up your hair. Maybe they thought it was your body, so they said, I'm going to fuck up your body. Whatever aspect of your image that they thought it was none of that. It was always the God that, it's the God in me. It's an aspect of you that they couldn't fucking touch, that you had divinely protected. You had it stored up. Remember Richard Rich? Remember Richard Rich parents had all the treasures stored up in the mountain and nobody could get to it and people thought it was all this money, but really it was the most precious aspect of yourself that you protected from these thieves and these moths, and they couldn't destroy it. And they thought that if they took your money, they thought that if they took your house, they thought that if they took your boyfriend, they thought that if they took your whatever, that he was going to change you, and you showed up times 10 through your trials of Job. This is what I see. 2 of Wands energy is out here with the 3 of Wands, right? Might be bugs on some of you mugs, but it ain't no bugs on divine ones. 3 of Cups to the 2 of Wands, that's 5 Wands. 5 of the 9 Wands, that means she 51, 50 head first. You dove in. You know how they say, I bet you won't. When you dive, when it's time to dive, you said, I'm about to dive. 10 of Pentacles energy is out here. And whatever they said that you stole or you took or you didn't deserve, the things that you was having, now you got double. This is what I'm tapped into. The Devil card energy is out here, right? That shit might be true. You know what I'm saying? That shit might be true. You might did participate in some of the things, some of the people, some of the shit they said you was in, but that don't mean you don't deserve what God got for you. Like motherfuckers be trying to say, because your sexuality or because of what you've done in the past, God, does that mean God don't love you? These people try to make you feel like in your spirit, because of things that have happened in the past. I know that's right, slow connection. Because of things that have happened in the past that you don't deserve good thing. But does that mean God? That don't mean God don't love you. That the sun shine and the rain shine on everybody. And so you might have went through some shit in the past. But that was, look, you ain't fuck me, you fucked the old body. You ain't fuck Nikki, you fucked Nicole body. That's the old you. Huh, that was you then and this is you now. This is what I'm tapped into. And they don't get to decide what you deserve. God does. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something. If they quick to say, well, you're going to be in hell, I'm going to see you in hell, baby. You don't get to make that decision. You sit up there, that's fucking, what did they call it? Blasphemy. You putting yourself in God's position. You don't get to make that decision. They try to make that decision for you. What you deserve, what you get to have, and what you don't. They don't get to make that decision. God do. And God, like they say, God know your heart. But no, a lot of y'all ask for forgiveness. Y'all double tap that screen. Let me see them hearts coming up here. I think I got to pull it up on my laptop to see the hearts coming through. Is my screen like skipping? Is it playing clear? Let me know what the connection like. How have y'all been, man? I missed y'all. They got my first account banned. I feel like that was a milestone in like content creation, because I'm on this second account and it feels almost new. It's interesting. Let me see if I can pull y'all up so I can see my likes coming through. Huh? It's very clear. Ain't stopped shit. They ain't stopping shit over there. You can believe that. They trying. They wondering why they can't get their shit together, because they worried about you. And they ain't stopping shit over there. The key is to not get distracted. Because if they get you distracted away from what you focused on, like let's say somebody throws something at you, and then you throw something back at them. Now y'all throwing back and forth at each other, and you can't focus on what God got for you to do. Don't get caught up in that shit now. But that's what they want. 1111, make a wish. They don't want you to be able to look around and see that you're really in a divine space. That you're really in a, divine environment. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. Okay, now I can see the lights. 4 of Wands, 1111, make a wish, milestones. I was just talking about that. That's what the 4 of Wands is. It could be the graduation before you get the major job, the wedding before the marriage, right? It's a milestone. 1111, make a wish, an exciting one, right? It has to do with leveling up. Give me something more on this Four of Wands. The King of Cups energy is out here. And it's heavy on because you started to control your emotions, right? Like, I was just talking about it before the cards even came out, right? Not reacting to the shit that you can see that they throwing. Recognizing that in the past, there was this, like, belief that they didn't know what they was doing. Like, in the past, you thought they didn't know what they was doing. So let me explain it to them. Let's see if we can gain clarity. Now you know they know exactly what they're doing. It's emotional manipulation, right? Covert emotional manipulation. And the solution to that is I'm not giving you anything. I'm not giving you anger. I'm not giving you hate. I'm giving you apathy. Queen of Swords, off with their motherfucking head. Bitch, you won't exist to me. I'm talking about you ain't even on this. Is you money? Are you resources? Are you tangible resources that I can use to better my life? Oh, well, you don't exist. You started to stay focused. And you didn't get emotional about anything that couldn't disrupt your foundation. Long as them lights flick on when you go on your shit, that's all you was worried about. Ace of Swords energy is out here. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, ain't it? The Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and that amounted to growth. That amounted to growth in your life, right? The truth don't need no proof, right? So it's like you saw something happen, right? Like you may have in the beginning was like a little bit apprehensive about whether or not you keeping your mind focused on just one thing and not being emotionally bothered was actually a strong thing to do. Sometimes that type of surrender can feel weak, but when you started to see your money growing, when you started to see yourself having more peace, you started to see that the resources that you were accumulating were benefiting you. You say, oh yeah, this shit working. Oh yeah, this shit working. It's this type of energy. The Moon card energy is out here. And then it just made you even more want to gain even Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Death card, Moon card, King of Cups. It made you even more want to gain control of your emotions so that a raggedy bitch could never get a reaction out of you that you wasn't intending. Page of Cups energy is out here. For a long time, people was getting reactions out of you that you wasn't intending. You understand what I'm saying? Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, immature, irresponsible, lack of discipline type of responses, and then you realize that's what they want. You know what I mean? They sitting up here acting like they care about me, they're concerned about me. If you really want a reaction out of me that you can use to go back and have in a group chat, or that you can use to call the police, or that you can use to put me out, or that you can use to have as an excuse to treat. Like they was using that shit as an excuse to treat you bad until you started to remove your energy completely. Ace of Swords now is off with their motherfucking head. And if you was the problem the whole time, and then you remove your energy, and they still going through problems, well, what that mean? King of Wands energy. King of Wands, King of Cups. Once you gain control of your emotions, a lot of y'all, once you gain control of your tongue, King of Wands energy is out here. Everything else in your life started to come into place. This is what I tapped into. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Your time is a very precious resource, something you don't easily get back. Every moment that we exchange with one another, I want you to know I appreciate you. Somebody's seeing stars. Let me see who this is. Carter with the full spread. Samantha with the full spread. Demi with the full spread. Thank you guys so much for your generous donation. I appreciate the love and support. If you want 3 cards, you can get 3 cards for $500. The other star denominations are there if you're interested in getting a full reading. Is the connection on point? Let me know if it's slowing down any. Don't worry, people. Y'all can double tap that screen. Don't worry. Once I finish these star-based readings, I'm going to go back to the collective message. Carter, Samantha, and Demi in that order. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. If you're new, my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, double tap the screen. Share this live with someone who you know may like this type of shit. Hell, share it with somebody who you know needs it. If you need any of my information, there's a link tree linked in the link branch. I don't know what it's called. In any case, that's where you can find me. This is if you want a reading on live, and this is if you want a private and personal session, okay? Carter. The Queen of Cups energy is out here with the Fool card. The Queen of Cups she's divine feminine energy. She has access to spiritual knowledge. She has access to, like she can tell the way people's emotions are, right? Like it's almost like a clairsentience. There's insight because I'm tapped into how people feel around me. But this Queen of Cups don't need to tell nobody about like how she feels. Like you think you're gonna get understanding, or there'll be common ground if you say, I kind of know, I have a sense of knowing, and I don't know how I know, but I know that I know this. No. You know what I mean? You know that you know what you know. You protect yourself in the ways that you need to protect yourself. People who trust you are going to follow your lead, but there's no need to try to convince anybody of anything. Empress energy is out here with the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, I feel like you have clairsentience, and your clairsentience is warning you. But you can ask any empath. You can ask any pattern recognizer. When you're the one who can see this narcissist in the room, and everybody else thinks that this person is a great guy, or everybody else thinks that this is a great investment or a great opportunity, and you can see the bullshit, the worst thing you want to do is say, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit, because everybody's going to say, why do you think that way? Baby, you can skip the middleman. You can make your decision about how you're going to move. As for me and my house, that's what's on this board, Carter. Shit, as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. The Hangman energy is out, the Queen of Cups and the Fool card. I feel like you have insight, direct insight that's coming from a divine space. I also feel like you're gonna waste your breath trying to convince anybody else of it. The Knight of Cups energy is out here with the Four of Pentacles. If they don't want it, take it back. That's what's on this board. If they don't want it, take it back. Hell, you ain't got time to be convincing nobody that you offering them something good. If they can't see it, they probably don't know how to take care of it anyway. Queen of Wands energy is out here. Like I said, divine feminine energy with the insight and spiritual insight and being touched and tapped in. And say they don't want to listen, fuck it. Let them go through what they got to go through. King and Queen of Cups. But I'm telling you, you tapped in. And whether they believe you or not, you know. And shit, if they don't believe you, they'll find out. When they find out, that shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Noah built the ark, Carter. Noah built the ark. God said, look, it's about to flood. And people say, man, you never seen rain before. Shit. Noah got the hammer and the nails on the boat. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, baby? You can't spend a whole bunch of time trying to convince the people who want to, whatever they want to be. That ain't got nothing to do with you. If God came to you directly and gave you some insight, your most powerful path is to do what the fuck God telling you to do. Fuck if they ain't never seen rain. You ain't never seen rain either. Why would you make this shit up? You just pulling it out your ass for attention? Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. They don't want it. Give it back. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let me get some oracles for you. Let's see what comes out of this oracle basket. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Like I said, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. You got some type of clairsentience. You tapped into the feelings of other people. You might not know exactly why they're doing it, but you can sense what they're doing, and that's what you need to trust. Ten of Pentacles, what did it say? Ten of Pentacles energy is out here. As for me and my house, as for us over here, this what we finna do. I don't know what the fuck y'all finna do over there. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. The best thing you could do, the best thing you could do is give them the opportunity. I can tell you about Christ. I'm not responsible for your salvation. I can tell you about the most spiritual thing on the planet. I'm not responsible for you taking it in and actually doing something with it. That's what's on this board. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Carter, let me know how that resonated for you. I sincerely appreciate the love and support. And I believe that, let me see who's coming next. Is it Samantha after Carter? I might just put it in his face. I'm talking about in it. Wham, wham, bitch, you burnt out. Oh, yeah, we turned out. Yes, I pick up on people's energy. All praise to the Most High. I'm looking for Carter, but I don't see Carter. She might have to watch it on the replay. I see Samantha. Uh-oh. Who's this person? Y'all, when I get on here and I say, wholeness, infinite waters flowing through you, and then I say, I'm Poindexter, this is Tarot on Dex. If I tell you I'm Poindexter, why would you want to call me anything else? Would you want to do that just to get on my nerves? Because that's cool too, right? Because blocked. Well, bit we turn now. As soon as I figure out. Oh, thank you. Don't try to say nothing about it now. You know what it is. A whole cis born, whatever y'all be letting people say. I want to listen. If they say I want to be called a woman, or if they say I want to be called a man, and y'all listen to them, then if I say call me Poindexter, it shouldn't be a fucking difficult thing to do. Now, Samantha, sorry for that interruption. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message? Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, Five of Wands. You're going to be offered a way out. For every temptation, there's a way out. The Five of Wands is every man for himself. That makes me feel like when you went into a situation or circumstance, you may have thought that you had some type of support with you, that you weren't going in there alone. And then motherfuckers everybody turned on themselves, turned on everyone. And so you're going to be offered a way out. You're going to be offered a way out of the temptation, but you might not want to take it. King, Queen of Swords energy is out here with the Six of Swords, that Seven of Swords, right? Like under the guise of people thinking you're a traitor or whatever it is like that. But you got to remember that motherfuckers brought you into a situation. Motherfuckers brought you into a situation and then everybody turned on everybody. So now they expecting loyalty after some type of fucking, you get what I'm saying? It's this type of energy that's on this board. Hangman energies out here. They gonna expect something from you that they didn't give to themselves. This is what I'm seeing. Hierophant energies out here. And if you love and you respect yourself enough, you're going to see the play. And you're going to say no. And that's going to make you the villain in somebody's story. And you got to be okay with that. Five of Wands energy is out here with the Five of Pentacles. They're going to get, five, angel number. They're going to say, oh, well, we don't want you over here no more. Bitch, I've been put out of better places by bigger people. Trust that. It's this type of energy, man. Shit. What they putting you out of? A bunch of bullshit traitors? That's what this Three of Swords. What are they putting you out of? What I'm missing out on? Is this type of energy. Two of Cups energy is out with the Eight of Pentacles. Having to try to people please or ass kiss in order to fit into some type of paradigm. Fuck that shit. It's going to be a situation or circumstance that you go in where you think, oh, we all in this together. Everybody turn on themselves. And then when you stand up for yourself, because you actually being offered a way out, they're going to say, oh, you traitor. Baby, I'm okay with being a villain in your villainous ass story. I'm okay with being a motherfucker you don't like. It's this type of energy. Two of Pentacles energy. Unless you find yourself always in like servitude. It becomes a type of bondage where you always sacrificing yourself to make this situation work. So choose wisely. Let me get some oracles out here for you. Either you stand up right now and you say, fuck that, I don't care if you don't like me. Or you're going to always be making decisions and choices based on whether or not they continue to appreciate you. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. Yes. Then it said no. Definitive answer could be given at this time. And I feel like, yes, you need to tell their ass no. Shit. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. That's what I feel like. Yes, you need to tell their ass no. The fuck? Ten of Swords. Heavy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. And if you don't set the tone, then they will set the tone that creates a shift in your life. Right? Like if you don't say, no, I'm taking my power and I'm taking my authority, then they're going to take power and authority and put you in a subservient position. If you don't do it for yourself, they definitely ain't going to do it for you. However, I need to say that. Well, we turn now. Demi. Samantha, I am just who is that liked your reading? Who liked your comment? Whoever that is that liked your comment, block their ass. They with that bullshit. I don't know that to be true. That might not be true. I looked at the picture. That lady probably just was saying that it resonated with her as well. Sometimes I get paranoid because of all the fake accounts and the scam accounts. And so when I see them liking your comments, and then that probably not what that lady was doing at all. Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. Don't block her. Don't block her. I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. I was like, oh no, they got my motherfucking Facebook account. The same day I said, boom, I was right back on Facebook. But they wouldn't let me go live for 60 days. I was thinking about you. Oh, no. I was thinking about you. Did you think about me still? Do ya? I was thinking about you. I say, that was fucked up, but we back. We don't even need to worry about that no more. Thank y'all for telling. They tried to separate us. Me and you, us ever apart. My Tiama. Ain't no mountain, ain't no sea. My Tiama, keep my sister away from me. They tried to, the fuck? Mister. It was Mr. Ass, yeah. Tried to separate us. Bitch, we back though. We back. This message is for Demi. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is independent. Nine of Cups. You don't need no reading. What you want? I'm sorry. You don't need no reading, girl. What you want? The Death card energy is out here. Okay, you got to control your thoughts. Because if you don't control your thoughts, then you will flip your script. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, is what they said in my mind. It feels like for a while you were like steadfast in like the way that the world works in regards to controlling your mind and that having a different output. If you think of the world as like a like we see them in a video in a Matrix, right? So your output was on point. The Death card energy is out here, and we get comfortable, right? We get comfortable and we start. Two of Pentacles energy is out here. Let's say you was doing good on your diet and you all of a sudden say, I could have one ice cream cone. But then that one ice cream cone turned into barbecues all weekend. And then ever since that weekend, you just ain't been back on your diet, right? You've been doing good with your finances, but one weekend you say, I deserve a little trip. I'm doing very well. And then ever since then, you ain't been back on your budget. It's this type of energy. It's like, okay, you was fasting, and then you slipped on your fast. And then ever since then, you ain't been back on your fast. It's like your spirit team is saying, whoa, Nelly. It's this type of energy. Seven of Cups. It's like they said, remember, it's that song by Lil Wayne. I don't know, I can't play it because Facebook has copyright stuff. But it's like, it's something about getting too comfortable. It's that song by Lil Wayne when he talk about getting comfortable, right? Like, remember what happened when the last time your ass got this motherfucker comfortable. That's what's on this board. Like, be not deceived. God is not mocked for whatsoever you sow. That's what you shall reap. And yes, you are allowed rest, right? Yes, there are seasons and everything, but shit, bitch, you been carrying on a little long. You've been carrying on. This been carrying on a little too long. It's like something in some way, shape, or form. You've been showing your ass, and your spirit team say, Put your drawers up. That's what this is. That's what this is, Wheel of Fortune. Let's get back on the ball. Let's get back on the roll. Let's get back to it. We had a little vacation. We had a little side stint, a little, mini game, so to say. Now it's time to get back to the original story. That's what's on this board. Empress energy sitting pretty at the bottom of the deck. I like this. You don't really need no reading, but you really need to remember, okay, keep my thoughts aligned. What's my energy like? Who is in my energy that could be affecting it? Like those things that you had cultivated that was helping you to make your Pinterest board a reality, right? You need to get back to it. Okay, cool. You had a little moment, a little stint. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get back to it. Let me get some oracles for you, my baby. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something else. This. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever you sow, that's what you shall reap. You know that sound on TikTok? You cannot trick me. You cannot trip me. You cannot trick me. That's what God's saying right now. It's like God saying, you can't, I see your ass. It's that type of energy. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. Archangel Michael is looking after them. Caressa, the angel, is here. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call on your angels to comfort you and guide you. Your next step, happiness, awaits you. Don't go back to that old shit. You too close to the best version of yourself that you've been working on being. We back, y'all. We back. I almost missed you too. I almost missed you too. Let me block you. How you doing? I ain't say to in a while. I almost missed your ass too. Okay. Shit. How do I ban this motherfucker? It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. And welcome. We're back by though, but welcome. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, for the new people, my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I landed in. Girl, you still in here? Was it more than one of you? I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps y'all, double tap that screen and share it alive. All right. They gone this time. Good. Good. Is that everybody who sent? Thank you guys so much for the stars. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. If you send 1,000 stars, you can get a full reading. If you send 2,000, if you get, no, I lied. It's on here, right here. If you send, I've been doing a full reading for 1,000 stars. Either way it goes, it's supposed to be 6 cards for 1,000 stars, 2,000 stars for a full spread, and 300 stars for 5 cards. But I'm so used to my normal spread that I pull. Like, I always pull the same amount of, like, cards. That's just how I read that. It'd be, like, hard for me to. But it's supposed to be 6 cards, 10 cards, plus an oracle box, or 3 cards. So, it's up to you. Angelina! Thank you so much for your generosity. I sincerely appreciate the love and support. You guys send stars, Tiara, and I'd be happy to. This person's stealing my thing. Let me make sure they blocked. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, Angelina. They gotta make sure they blocked. Angelina, where I've been trying to see ya. 2 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Sun card. It's an offer that's on the board. I really, 8 of Swords, and I feel like you like second guessing yourself, or like you all in your head. It's only one way to find out, baby. And I feel like based on your observation, based on your evaluation, this person is checking off all the boxes, or this opportunity is exactly what you need to find yourself where you want to be. The Sun card energy is out here, and I'm confirming it, right? The only way you're gonna know is if you try, right? It's not like you hastily moving towards something. You're thoughtfully considering if this is right for you, and it's coming out as a yes. Move forward. Angelina, way out, I've been trying to see ya. Let me know how that resonated for you. All praise to the Most High. Thank you so much for tapping in, Katie. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's get a message for the collective. Okay, 8 of Cups energy is out here. The Hierophant energy is out here. I heard, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. I'm gonna find a better way. This is it's like, girl, I have the grease right here. You go. This is like the idea of how much responsibility you're taking on. It's like for you to manifest and materialize the things that you desire, then there's going to be a lot of responsibility associated with it. And it's not just regular responsibility. It's like excellence. The Hierophant energy is out here. And that's what's causing the hesitation. 3 of Wands with 2 of Wands is 5 of Wands, right? 9 of Cups, like, not whether or not you can do it, which I'm kind of a little bit like, but it's like not whether or not you can do it, because you know you can't do it. You like, once I set this standard, once I show out, like once I start doing this thing, it's no going back. When the light get to shine on the sea, it called me. There's a calling. 9 of Cups energy is out here with the Ace of Pentacles, and it leads you to fulfillment. There's this aspect of life where you could be doing things, you could be making money, you could live well, you can have a nice group of friends, but you can still feel like I'm missing something. And then there's purpose. There's like, man, I feel like every day I get up and I live and I, add value in some way, shape, or form. That's what this is about. But there's a standard here. There's a standard of excellence here. And I feel like you putting yourself to that standard, but it's real, right? It's real because it has more to do with purpose than like money or like fame or anything like that. And that's why you feel a little bit of hesitancy here. But I think I'm to be told to pay attention to the idea that you're running away from excellence. Like you running away from what you should be running toward, like being the best version of yourself. Hermit card energy, like the 6 of Cups. Like, this is what it's going to take for you to, I was only supposed to pull 6 cards on. This is what it's going to take for you to, like manifest and materialize your highest, your childlike dreams, right? What you wanted to do as a young one, right? And so I feel like, why are you running away from excellence? And I understand it, right, from a flesh standpoint, because it's hard and it's like there's no rest, right? But it's more than worth it because you feel like you found your purpose. Devil card energy is at the bottom of the thing, and I feel like the other option is like, bro, like the other option is a bunch of bullshit, like being in conflict, confusion, not really understanding your purpose, maybe making money, like I said, living well and having friends, but still not feeling complete. You understand what I'm saying? The other option is chaos. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Angels protect you. Antonia, your angels protect you. You just have to give them permission. You have to say, listen, I don't know what I'm not doing or what I need to know, but I give you permission to protect me and show me how I could be creating, impediments in my own path. Let's do a collective message. We'll get back to the stars in a minute. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jazz. Let's do a collective message. The Fool card, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Page of Swords with the Tower card. This is for a targeted individual, heavy fire sign energy. And there's this energy around, like, people thought you would cower. Is what I want to say. Like, be afraid of the camera. Like, you know, motherfuckers thought you was camera shy. That's what I'm going to say. They thought that if you felt like you was being watched, or if you felt like you were being stalked, or if you felt like, you know, people were overly involved in your affairs, that you would be like less likely to create, right? Like, there's this attack on your sacral chakra. You know what I mean? You might be doing a lot of root chakra, sacral chakra, you know, cleansing work, meditations and stuff like that, because they thought that if you were camera shy, right? Like, you would inhibit is the word that I want to use, your creative side, because somebody's watching you. I feel like you put on a show. Temperance angel energy is out here with the Hierophant and the Three of Cups. Now these same people who were trying to target you in some way want to come around and act like they're your friend. Almost like they want a closer view, right? Be aware of this, fire signs. Off with their motherfucking heads. They are heavily talking about you being strategic, fire signs. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Like, they came up earlier where they was like, bruh, you don't have to tell nobody that you know what they doing. You just need to know what they doing and play chess, not checkers, right? And if you're not, then you need to get off the field, is kind of what Spirit is saying, right? Like, we was born into this shit, right? And if we're going to ever turn over the system or infiltrate it in any way to gain any type of power, you got to be thinking like that. Or put yourself to the side and let somebody else get in that role. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Any fire signs? Welcome, Gail. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you. Take off, Elizabeth. One of my favorite emojis. Rest in peace, take off. I love you and appreciate you sincerely. Thank you so much for the support. A1 since day one. I'm grateful for you. If you go to the festival and read your poetry, it should be for you, right? Like, I think that we get caught up in how people receive our shit, right? It happens a lot as a tarot reader. There are people who are emotionally manipulative, so like evil and vile, that they'll try to make you feel a certain type of way because they know you care about your creative things, right? So like, as a tarot reader, let's say somebody get a reading from me just to be like, that didn't resonate, da 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 da, because they want an emotional reaction out of you. If you want to put your art out there, put your art out there. But if you're sensitive about your shit, it might not be time. Erykah Badu went to Grambling, and when she was presenting her art while she was in college, they booed her. I'm talking about, if we was made in his image, then call us by our names. Right? But I feel like if she never would have entered that talent show, you know what I mean, and kind of put herself out there and got that feeling out of the way, then we might not know her to be the creative mind that she is today. So that's how this feels. I don't think the audience is going to receive it the way you feel like they should receive it. And that shouldn't stop you from being an artist. If you looking for the audience to feel a certain thing, then you don't really fully understand art. Because when I promise you can create something and think, this is what I want you to feel. And somebody going to come up and say, I feel this. And that's not bad. That's what art's supposed to do. Supposed to make a motherfucker feel something. But you don't get to pick what it is. That's the only thing about being the artist. The goal is to make these motherfuckers feel something. You just don't get to pick what it is. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I really appreciate the love and support. Let's do one more collective message, and then we'll check back with the stars. Check back with the stars, and then we'll go through some more collective messages. Can we get some messages from the mermaids, right? Really quickly. Four of Pentacles energies out here. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. It's important at this time for you to be a wise steward over your time, over your energy. You got to tell a motherfucker no. N-O-L, no. Oh, nigga, what you don't understand? That's what this is. Four of Cups energies out the Four of Pentacles. Now, I'm telling you now, they're going to try to make you feel like you missing out on something. FOMO. That's what's on this board. Somebody, 448, angel number. Somebody going to try to make you feel like you're missing out on something. Like you should overexert your energy or your emotions into something. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what I mean? You need to remember that they want something from you. And if you don't see where there's anything that you can gain in regards to what you're trying to manifest from this circumstance, then you need to be you need to be aware that you're doing something for someone else, that there isn't anything for you to receive. I'm not saying that you can't do nothing for nobody, because I feel like this is emotionally based, right? But if you going into a situation expecting there to be some type of reciprocation, I feel like there's going to be a disappointment. I feel like if you're doing it out of goodness of your heart and you know there ain't going to be no reciprocation, you're going to be cool with it. Cool. But if you think there's going to be some type of reciprocation, there's going to be disappointment. So then if you want some type of reciprocation, learn how to say no. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, give me some more energy. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The star card energy is out here. That type of shit don't phase a player. This type of shit is what make a hater. 5 wands. When you got it out the mud, yeah. Ran it up, yeah. Really don't get no fucks, yeah. Don't get no fucks when you. It's this type of energy. It's a choice that you have to make. You have to ask yourself whether or not you want to make this investment. What I'm talking about, it's like an investment of your energy or investment of your time. 2 of Cups energy is out here that may have some type of like big cousin, uncle, like, okay, I'm always be there for my people type of energy is out here, but it really doesn't amount to any currency, right? The star card energy is out here. It feels like this is a situation or circumstance where somebody is expecting you to give. Ace of Pentacles energy is out here. I feel like it'll come back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, cast your bread upon the waters, and after many days it will return to you. The King of Cups energy is out here, but it's something about you being able to control your emotions. And 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, shit, that's saying no. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 6 cups. 6 of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups is not saying no. It's actually giving and receiving emotions like you would as a child, or like you wanted to receive as a child, on some shit like that. So 4 of Pentacles energy is out here with the 4 of Cups. It's the type of thing that you do on the strength of whatever, because you a real nigga. But you know, on the back end, it's going to come through another way. That's what this feels like. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This type of shit you say, all right, it's like on some charitable shit, right? But you might not feel like it's charity because you're doing it for a grandmother or a cousin or something like that. Showing up for somebody who might not even expect you to show up. Please stand by. Like somebody want to have you on standby. Running card energy is out here. Recycle and recover. I really feel like this is a personal choice. And I feel like some of y'all going to go one way and some of y'all going to go the other way. Some of y'all might feel like people don't deserve some type of compassion from you. And that's cool. That's your choice to make. Right? Others of you might feel like despite what they did to not deserve the compassion, I'm still going to show them I'm a real nigga. It feel like that. Yeah. Nobody's wrong in this situation. No matter what side of that situation you on, you're not wrong. You're not wrong if you feel like you need to protect your energy and that certain people don't get access to it. You're not wrong if you feel like you're ready to rise above a certain situation. There's no right or wrong. It's just where you feel like you are energetically. Right? We all at different points on the same path. So know that. Don't feel wrong if you feel like... Because motherfuckers are trying to make you feel like you're wrong, right? Like, oh, well, this is your mother, or this is your father, or this is an important day. You know, oh, this is Father's Day. Father's Day just passed by. This is their birthday. This is, you might not be able to see them again or whatever. Like, they'll try to guilt trip you on some shit, right? But you might feel like, yeah, that's the same person that hurt me. That's the same person that, victimized me, right? Whatever it is like that. So, you know what side of that equation you on, and don't let nobody make you feel wrong if you want to say no. You get what I'm saying? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, do you have your light seers deck with you? Girl, get your motherfucking ass out of here. You must be gang stalking me or something. Well, how you know I got a light seers deck? How you know I got a light seers deck? I want to know it. She said, protect your peace. I'm just playing with this. Lock 'em. No. I really want to know how she know I got a light seers deck. It's summer solstice. No, hell no. Don't come up in here with none of that shit. I want to know how you know I got a light seers deck. I just bought this. I just bought this today. You seen it. You can have it. It's yours. Shit. Shit, that's yours. I ain't never even took the paper off of it. Shit. I bought it. That's my second time buying it. I have the original deck. I broke it up and I made it Oracle cards. So it's in my Oracle box. So I didn't have the whole deck all in one. I think that's crazy. I feel like you gang stalking me. Stop doing that. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. I promise. No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to let her have it. That's crazy. That type of shit don't phase a player. I ain't kicked nobody out. I ain't even touching the screen. Girl, can I say that on this app, it be a lot of motherfucking hackers and shit trying to affect. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm overreacting and like tripping her. I'm telling you, man, it be a lot of hackers that people scam my pages. People, bro. I'm gonna tell you the story, bro. These motherfucking people sent me an email and they was like, "We want you on our podcast." And then they set up a Zoom meeting with me. Like what I'm saying all this to say, they went through extreme, and it's funny now because we here and we back. But they went through extreme measures. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they went through a lot to get the other page banned, right? Like, they went through extreme measures. So when I'm telling you they pretend they make it fake, but I'm not lying to you. These people are, I don't even know what we doing or what we be talking about. I just feel like we be over here chilling. I ain't even brushed my hair right here. I don't got my earrings in. So you know it's something. We just chilling, girl. I don't know what we be doing. I don't know what we be talking about. We be doing something. And they have a problem with it. Especially that I be laughing in their face. Because 70K in 2 months. 70, I don't have 5 pages. This is my only page. I told you my page got, girl, 70K in 2 months. Y'all fuck with your girl. Y'all fuck with me. So I'm like, that just ought to make they biscuits ass itch. I hope that make they ass itch. Oh, I hope that make they ass itch. Yeah, bitch. Back and we better. Okay, we finna do some more readings. We not finna get distracted. That's what they want. I hope it make they ass itch and burn. I ain't like a big ass hemorrhoid. I ain't got no problem with being a hemorrhoid in their life. I ain't lying. Every time they see me scroll up on their news feed, I hope they ass just itch and burn real bad. I do though. Like, I hope they face go. I hope they face go just like that. I mean, and I hope my stuff come on that shit frequently. I hope every 3 minutes my shit come on their news feed and they just switch up like that. I'm talking about every 3 minutes. Ass itch and burn. Bitch. That's what I hope. Let me drop my blood. Ass itching and burning. I want that for them. I really do. I'm sorry. God forgive me. Let's pull some cards. We're going to the stars, right? My baby, you gonna send me your address so I can send you this deck? I'll send you the deck, baby. I could do that. Janelle, Kristen, Luna. Janelle, Kristen, and Luna. Let's not all gang up on them. I don't think that's fair. I'm sorry. My Libra's coming out. Get their ass. No, get them. No, I take it back. No, I'm just playing. Don't worry about it. I'm indecisive. I'm indecisive. I don't know. Just let's leave them alone. We're going to leave them alone. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Hope. I see you, baby. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in. You got my deck? Oh, Katie, you've been fucking with me for a long time. You talking about the deck I made? You got one of those? Oh, that's rare. That's a collector's item. Hold on to it. Katie, hold on to it. And then we working on that becoming a collector's item. And one day that bitch gonna be worth so much money you can leave it to your children and they be sat. That deck. You understand what I'm saying? Just hold on to it. Hold on. Holding on. This is for Janelle, right? Janelle. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. You see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good hope. Don't be desperate, baby. Hold on. Just give me a second. God provides. The Ace of Cups energy is out with the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. That's 6 wands. People underestimate you. 2 of Cups energy is out with the Ace of Cups. Don't fight. Like, what they're saying is, don't fit into the crowd, right? Like, maybe this is a job, maybe this is a relationship, right? Maybe it feels like it's a position in life, right? And there are a bunch of people vying for that position, right? And they're going about it a certain way, right? You know what I mean? It feels like, clique shit, cliquish. Or like courts, lords and ladies, and how, one must conduct themselves amongst ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it that way. Because this, like the boss, or the person in charge of making the decisions is bored with mediocrity or normalcy or status quo. You get what I'm saying? And it's not that you can't do that. Hello. It's not that you can't do that. It's the way you see through the bullshit and how you express that, but you still gotta remain composed, right? Because it's some clicky shit, right? But it's how you express that's gonna be your most powerful path forward. 7 of Wands energies, I have the 5 of Wands. I feel like you heavily underestimated, and there's almost like a disregard, right? Like, peasant, get your ass back, right? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's 4 wands. But I feel like that's gonna be your most powerful, like that's gonna be your je ne sais quoi, so to say. That's gonna be what you get what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. That's gonna be what that little unexpected. That's my song speaker. Look it up, find it. You know what I mean? It's like, let's say you got a thick accent, and people say, "Oh, you can never be, in public television because you got a thick accent," and that accent is what make you known. Is this type of energy? The Knight of Cups energy is out here. I feel like don't count yourself out. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, 4 of Cups, right? Fuck it. And I feel like that little. It's almost like this reluctant compliance, that makes you like exactly what this fucking authority is looking for, right? Like they know that it's some beast in you. Almost like, you know how you see you and other people, you might see a little kid doing something bad or, thinking they're getting away with some bum shit. And you say, oh, I know you think you're getting away, but let me put you on game, right? And you say, because I see me in them. It's this type of energy. It's when you kind of give them a little bit more of a raw, earthy, but it still feels, composed, I guess is the word. When you can combine that's a very temperate energy. That's what gets you selected in this, like I said, 4 wands. If I count all of these wands, they equal 4 wands. 11, make a wish. And people ain't here. It's gonna be people that didn't expect you to be selected, or there were people who were downcasting you, or there were people who were saying, oh, we ain't got to worry about her. Don't worry about her. Shit, you're gonna have them sweating after the end. Empress energy is at the bottom of the deck. It's the one that it's like, because they wasn't worried about you, but if you really try, right, like if you go for it, and you use that so-called disability as a super ability, you're gonna find yourself surmounting these so-called opponents. Does that make sense? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. If you click this link right here, you will see a link tree. In that link tree, you will see a link that says a private and personal reading, or an on live reading, if you happen to send for an on live reading, you got to let me know. You got to tell me some way, shape, or form that, hey, I just went to your website and sent for a reading. And sometimes I miss comments because it's like I was just channeling and I was deep in that channel. Deep in my bag, right? You got to put your comment again. Let me get some oracles for you because I almost forgot. Even though I'm supposed to be pulling 6 cards, really. Because 1,000 cards for 6, bro. I'm getting used to it, okay? It's been a minute since I've been on here. I'm getting back into the flow. But let me know how that resonated for you. I really appreciate the love and support. Now, let me see who comes next. After Janelle. I was going to say Jenna, but it's Janelle. Kristen and Luna, in that order. Deep in my bag. I can't play the song. But it's by, I think the artist's name is Primo. And you should listen to that. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Luna. Right? Welcome. LaRonda. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate the support. I sincerely do. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed into. And I'm saying something that helps. Double tap that screenshot alive. Baby, why I can't remember your name? You got guards up. You got wards up. Kristen. You gonna let me do the reading or Kristen? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Let's see if Kristen lets us in to do this reading. What does Kristen need to know most? Do you do on live, personal? Yes. I do on live personals. Okay. The Knight of Cups energies out here. Okay, Kristen, good girl. Yo, hell, who the fuck? What the Knight of Cups is? I clicked that bit about 4 times. Knight of Cups. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, I'm getting it 2 ways. The Knight of Cups is a fucking distraction, okay? But sometimes you need it. But you got to know that it's a distraction, right? Like, you got to know that, okay, it ain't supposed to be we ain't building no life. This ain't no motherfucking Family Matters or some no shit like that, you know what I'm saying? How the song go? How the Family Matters theme song go? Queen of Pentacles energies out here. It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on a newspaper page. Love and tradition of a grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. That's not what this is, ma'am. Because why they made me sing this theme song for your students? Well, then there must be some magic proof inside these gentle walls. Your ass trying to be Harriet and Carl around this motherfucker. No, shit. You've been working hard. You've been putting a lot of energy and effort into what you manifesting and what you materializing. This motherfucker gonna come in and bring a little relief. They gonna come in and offer you a good time after a lot of stress, and they gonna go on about their business, and that's cool. Why that can't be cool? Ace of Wands energies out here. Shit, it ain't got to be all that. It ain't got to be all that. Not cherry card energies out here, bro. You trying to be careful of taking yourself too far too fast. 4 Wands energies out here. And you already manifested and materializing, right? Like, finish what the fuck you started. Focus on what you already got. You know what I mean? If this situation and circumstance is supposed to be a part of the legacy that you created, then they're going to demonstrate during this experience that they deserve access to that. So for Cherry Card energies, I feel like you're trying to give somebody full access passes to the motherfucking water park, bitch. And they ain't even much. Why? Why are they? Explain to me. Why would they get full access passes to the water park? Because of one fun weekend? No. And so I want you to slow down. I want you to focus on what you already manifested and materialized. I want you to realize why somebody would try to lock you down so fast, or you know, put their claws into you like that, suck your ass dry, and then be a little bit more, you know, yeah, the motherfucker trying to just lay around there and tame a bitch. And you gotta explore your wild side a little bit more, unless you ready to be tamed. That's what this is on this board. 3 of Wands energies out with the 4 Wands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wands, 8 Wands, 8 Pentacles, King of Wands, and then everything that you manifesting, it's like if you if you had a good mother in your life and you was going from high school to college or college to, having your first job, and you go, oh, I'm about to get my first apartment, and your mama say, cool, let me help you decorate your apartment, and you say, oh, I'm going to get a roommate, and your mama say, no, live by yourself for a little while. Before you go share in everything that you put so much energy and effort into manifesting, why won't you enjoy it by yourself first? You ready to let somebody else get access to it. They ain't putting no fucking work into this. They wasn't with you in the gym. They ain't shooting out nail shots. They gonna get access. They gonna win a ring. Why they get to win a ring? That's what's on this motherfucking board, bro. You on a path toward accolades, achievements, abundance. The letter A is showing up significantly, and you can't wait to share this shit with somebody else. Why is that? Where that came from? What kind of shadow work do we need to do around that? Why can't you wait to take everything that you work so hard and give it to somebody who ain't did not now and look at work? Come on, man. No. Absolutely not. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I saw this card already in the deck. It said breakthrough. Baby. Listen. You already see an opening happening where you're about to have some type of beautiful experience. Please be careful of who you give access to, right? This motherfucker back here looking through this. And I feel like you're like, hey, come look who us. We got this. Nah, bro. This for you, your grandmother, and your brother. You understand what I'm saying? Be responsible for your well-being. Release all negative emotions that impact your progress and purpose. I feel like let it be a good time. Don't have to be that long. And pray always. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. I just feel like, honestly, Anthony, my people been being bombed. And I ain't trying to, compare wounds on no shit, right? I ain't trying to compare no wounds, right? We all been colonized, right? So, unless we decide that we are no longer going to be trying to compare wounds, and we all going to come together and focus our energy on the real enemy, which is not one another, because we all been colonized, right? Then we already know what the fuck gonna happen. And you ain't gotta pull no cards for that. You done seen that shit happen all around the world. So, what you need to pull cards for that for? Unless we all gonna come together and realize what the real target is and do something like that about it, right? So, let me be in my little fantasy land. Let me be in my little fantasy land. You understand me? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, who turn it is? Luna? I am just a vessel. Just a reflection. Shout out to Elizabeth. That's right, baby. Shout out to Elizabeth. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Listen, my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, y'all double tap that screen and share it alive. You gotta keep saying it over and over, because there's new people coming in. You never know when somebody left out, somebody come in, and somebody left some. So you gotta keep saying it over and over for that reason. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Luna. The Justice card, the Judgment card, pardon me, with the Ten of Wands. The Queen of Wands, well, okay. Burps confirmation. You're going through a rebirth. You're becoming the version of yourself that you always saw. That, like, you might have been sitting in church with your grandmother and visualizing the life that you wanted. You might have been not necessarily thinking about what kind of car you want to drive or what kind of house you want to live in, but you were envisioning the type of person that you were going to be on this plane, right? And you're moving into that dimension. And it's not easy. You know what I mean? You know how you get to a point in your life where you start looking at your mama or you start looking at your daddy or whoever had their biggest hand in raising you, you start giving them a little bit more grace. Because when you're young, you go, why we not rich? Shit. Well, where the money at? Where? Send the motherfucking funds. And then when you start getting your own money, you say, oh, shit, that's what. Inflation, bitch. Yeah. It's this type of energy that's on this board. So I feel like you're going through a rebirth and you're becoming that person that you always wanted to be on this plane, and you realize that how much effort that it takes to do that. The Ace of Cups, but it's worth it. What else would you be doing with your time, right? Like, like being a good parent. Like, and it's hard, right? But what else would you be doing with your time? Trying to get healthy. It's hard, but what else would you be doing with your time, right? Trying to develop the aspects of yourself that need to be developed that you feel like, it's hard. But what else would you be doing with your time? Five of Swords energy is out here with the Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. There's this, narrative. It feels like it's a thought form, you know what I mean, about how long something is going to take. And that's what this feels like. And your spirit team is saying, why do you think you have time on this planet? Right? Like your soul incarnated on this planet to go through a school, a lesson, a series of lessons of sort, to go into your God self. So your soul's calling to become the version of yourself that you always saw yourself becoming, doesn't matter how long it'll take or how hard it is. It just matters that you keep moving in that direction. The Magician card energy is out here, and that's where the magic happens. Magician card, Judgment, Queen of Wands energy is out here. And then when Solomon asked for wisdom and he was, executing that wisdom, God gave him wisdom, bitches, money, all that type of shit. That's what's on this board. Queen of Swords energy is out here with the King of Wands. King and Queen of Wands energy out with the Judgment card and the Magician card. This feels like it took a turn. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? And this could also have something to do with like a relationship and some type of third party situation, right? In regards to a relationship and a third party situation, there is this lady like that little song where they be like, all my bitches shaking ass with their hands out. Bitch, I'm shaking it. Like this, there's a third party situation that's not about like no bullshit. They only want, like, they came for profit. And it's evident and known. Seven of Swords energy is out here with the Ace of Cups. We were talking on a note about like the person that you want to be in life, right? When I was doing the reading and I was just focusing on you, I was like, this message got something to do with how you want to show up in the world. This person don't have no coof. They don't have no, clout. They don't have no integrity. Could be a good word, right? They don't give a fuck about that shit, right? They don't care about presenting themselves in the way that could be deemed respectable, right? This is, like a disorganized community. And if you expecting that from this person, this third party in a situation that's involving somebody that you might be, you know what I mean? This could be you thinking about what you want to do, you doing what you want to do, and then you second guessing yourself. This could be you, somebody in your life, and a third party in your situation. Either way it go, it feel like you expected some type of integrity or some type of righteousness from this, vile thought or low vibrational entity. That's what I'm tapped into. And so you got to ask yourself how bad you want to see what's happening inside of you manifest and materialize, or this relationship. Magician card, Judgment card. Because if you think that they care, or you think that they have some type of consideration, this could be a demon, right? Or a thought form. Then they don't. Ten of Swords energy. It took a turn right at that last spot when the King of Wands came out, and it could just be about you actually doing what you need to do, but it could also be about a relationship or a connection in your life. Okay, a lot of people out here on this board. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Luna, let me know how that resonated for you. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time. You guys are largely in charge, and I appreciate you. Is there someone else that's waiting on a reading? Welcome, T. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I missed you, baby. I really did. Thank you for tapping in with me today. Long time no see. Bitch, I'm getting money. I ain't ran out. My bitch is shaking their head with their hand out. And we ain't beefing about no nigga. We want them rats. Okay, they over there on TikTok acting up. Who are the three? Hope, how many stars you said? Data? I like that. Data? How many stars you said? And we ain't beefing about no nigga. We want them rats. If you want a personal reading, click this link. It'll take you to my link, like a link branch. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like kind of like my bio, I guess. Click this link. It'll take you to another page. You'll see my link tree. Click on my link tree, and you'll see on live reading or a private personal reading. Click private personal reading and then follow the prompts. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do, okay? And we ain't beefing about no nigga. We want to. Okay, it's 3 cards are 500 stars. 1,000 stars for 6 cards. 2,000 stars for a full spread. So we're doing generals. Nobody's waiting on a reading right now. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. Thank you so much, Jerica. Can we get a card for Jerica? Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate the love and support. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Can I tell you how to close the gap between either you and a partner or you and that thing that you desire? You go towards God. Because if God is the apex of you and this thing or the person that you desire, right? Then as long as y'all both moving toward God, then y'all both coming together. Okay? We did the live reading, Lakeith. Okay, let me see, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. Return to log in. Thank you for the stars, mama, as well. Lakeith, air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini is significantly involved. Ooh, it's a bunch of words. Somebody got a lot to say. Air sign with the confession. A lot of words, a lot of conversation about you and what you got going on. Let me sign in. What's like the first 5 letters of the email you use? Jonathan, you sent. I'm just give me a second, y'all. Mercury retrograde. Be careful of moving right now. I wouldn't move right now. Like, you might want to check the planetary alignment and see how that aligns with you in your chart, because it feels like there's a lot of issues, you know, technical issues, technical difficulties, so to say, in regards to making this move happen right now. So, no. Don't do it right now. All praise to the Most High. Thank you so much, Makia. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate the time. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, y'all tap in, tune in, and turning up. Again, once private personal messages, make sure that you follow the prompts on screen, okay? Because it's going to give you a number to text me to, right? So then so that you can, get set up your private personal session. So make sure you're reading everything that you see on that screen when you set up a private and personal. Now, Kendra, Lakeith, what happened? I think there's an issue, and so you might want to go through the app and see what type of issue is happening, because it's I don't know. It's something on your end. I can't do nothing about it. It's saying you need to look at the app. Maybe there's a message or something like that. Okay. Miami. I'm Benito. I'm Miami. And Work Jonathan. So I see Work Jonathan, I see Miami, and I see Kendra. I thought so, and I can't move yet. No, don't move right now. Lynette, are you Miami? 84? All praise to the Most High. For real. Because I'm about to do a collective message. I called the email addresses. I'm about to do a collective message. Look. Y'all might be having technical difficulties. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. Let's get a collective message. What does the collective need to know most? Gold digger. They want your money or being used. Gold digger came out here in reverse. It spins around though. Gold digger. Gold digger. Gold digger. Give me some more. Gold digger. Somebody wants you for what you got and not who you are. Communicate. Compromise. Forgive. Work it out. Why would you work it out with a gold digger? Moving. Change of residence. Moving in with your partner. Communicate. Mercury retrograde is out here with fire sign. You know what's coming up a lot for this collective? Like moving too fucking fast. You know what? That's what's coming up a lot for this collective? Fire sign. Right? Fire has to do with willpower, right? This is somebody who gonna come off a certain way when you first meet them, right? But the more you get to know them, the more you gonna feel like, you get what I'm saying? But in the beginning, they might be like pretty or charismatic or whatever it is, attractive in some type of way. So now you already gassed up. Boom. Gaslighting, love bombing. Boof. What that do? Now you gonna say, okay, put myself in bondage to this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna move in with this motherfucker. Let's get in the box. Let me and this motherfucker that I'm moving too fast with get into a box and we're gonna lock the door. We're gonna go in this box and lock the door behind us. How the fuck is that gonna work out? And it's like your spirit team is saying, are you really thinking something through? Right? Communicate. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Are you really thinking something through? Or are you being hasty into some type of situation or circumstance? Let's get some tea on this. Are you thinking this through? Angels, archangels. She said, I got tricked. I believe you. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk by us, thank you for the greatest good. Give me some, what's the tea on this situation? What's the tea on this circumstance? Too busy winning, right? And it's like, another, like, repetitive message for the collective has been like, you can't wait to share your abundance with somebody. Like it's burning a hole in your pocket. Cyberbully energies out here. Some of y'all are being catfished. You can't wait to share your abundance with somebody. You know what I mean? And whether this is actual bad habits like participating in, subculture type of stuff, or it's the willingness that you are, after all of this work that you've done to overcome certain habits and toxic behaviors, now you willing to invite something or someone in your life that you haven't thoroughly evaluated. That bitch came out. I seen it when I was shuffling. I seen this card when I was shuffling, and then she came out. Divination abuser, man. So it's heavy on this. You like stalked, right? Like they might know you before you know them, right? Like you might feel like, oh, this is a happenstance meeting. I just met this person at the hot dog stand or some dumb ass shit like that, right? The whole time it's been organized. It's been, strategic in this person's attempt to get attached to you. Clout hungry, fake flexing. They put on a whole gold digger. They put on a whole fucking fake ass front long enough to get you to sign up for some shit to lock yourself in a box with this bitch. That's what I'm seeing now. The longer you get around them, the more you see that they are a liability and not an asset. When what you was cultivating and what you are cultivating, you need assets in your life, right? Like you got responsibilities on responsibilities on responsibilities, right? And this person is coming in to disturb your peace. Like, hey, take it easy. Listen, Linda, take it easy, because I feel like you're moving too fast in some shit. How do they really feel? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we can see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. How do they really feel? I'm trapped. I'm caught up. They can feel you pulling away. In the middle of a two-way love affair. It doesn't say tart, it says trap. They feel you turning away. They see that you recognizing their habits. The letter T might be significant. Faith. You praying. They see you praying. You might feel like you overdoing it, divination abuser, right? Like you might feel like you're doing a lot of rituals or like kind of not showing faith by all of the intention that you said, right? When that's exactly what you need to be doing. This person is already looking for another supply. They already looking for another source, right? You know what I mean? But like I said, y'all already put yourself in this motherfucking box, which is the worst part about it to me. I feel like, you know, this person got compulsion. You know, so people say, oh, well, they got addictions, right? They might be on, you know, drugs or whatever. That shit be so deep-seated and rooted that it might look like drugs in the beginning and you find like they can't compel themselves. They can't compose themselves in any arena. They can't hold it. They gotta eat or they gotta be, you know, satiating their lust in some way, right? Side hustle, right? You're gonna find out whatever they told you they did for a living, that's not what they really do. They might even told you that they had some type of spiritual, you know, life. They don't really do that. The whole shit was a puppet. Like they was putting on a play. Like the whole time they was in drag, right? You know what I mean? The thing about it is, I feel like the way it's gonna affect the Divine Collective the most is that you like them fell in love with this doll, right? Like you fell in love with this image that they created, even though it was never real. And so the biggest thing is gonna tell yourself is to be telling yourself that they lied about who they was to me. That's not who they ever really was. And I fell in love with a fictional character. It was a character that was made up, right? And so the strings that they want to try to hold you to, you need to remind yourself that you're not in bondage to that because they lied about the whole shit. That's what I'm tapped into. Because heavy on you done box yourself into some shit. Heavy on you done box yourself into some shit. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. We should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? I need to put better info into my messages. I was called here. I'm the one to saw the scammers cook your page. I use. Oh, baby, I ain't worried about that. It ain't got to be all of that, Katie. 3 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups. This person is going to try to use some type of jealousy or something like that. 3 of Swords. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This person is going to try to use some type of jealousy or some shit like that to try to... Don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Let them go. Let them be free. The more they off doing whatever the fuck they off doing, the less they around you. You need that space and opportunity. The more they going to show you that they not who they really said they was. That they made up a person that they felt like you would fall in love with. They must have been really studying you because they did a good job. But they made up a person that they felt like you would fall in love with that was never really them. 6, 7, 8, 9 cups, right? And you're going to find more fulfillment in the future than you did in the past. This motherfucker, the whole time it was a setup. 10 of Swords, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the more they move away from you, the more you move away from them, the more there's peace. The Temperance Angel energy with the 2 of Pentacles is like save your time, save your breath, save your resources, right? So that you can make a move when you get ready. So when it's time, you can step. You get what I'm saying? Higher for energy is out here with the King of Pentacles, right? Like, you know, people will put you in a position, right? And then tell you to get comfortable, get comfortable, get comfortable. So that when you're ready to move, how you know you usually move, you can't move like that, right? And then, so realize what happened. Don't let that shit happen to you again. When you get back on your shit, get your ass on. That's what I'm tapped into. Page of Wands. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. They gonna try to make you jealous. God bless the truth. They're gonna try to make you like, oh, you messing with somebody else, or, you know, fuck all of that. Oh, you messing with somebody else? Okay, cool, good, shit, good. You thinking about moving, or you don't care? I don't really care. Well, you a horrible person, though. You lied to me about the whole shit. You made up a whole person that you was, and you is none of that shit, right? Like, you gotta be very, very vocal and verbal to this motherfucker. You trapped me. When they try to emotionally manipulate you, you say, bitch, you trapped me, though. Like, you literally fucking trapped me in some shit. The fuck? Now you trying to make, you know, emotional pleas and shit. Oh, that's hard. That's wrong. That's wrong of you. Bitch. You literally made up a fake-ass person to even get me fucking over here. Motherfucker. Don't let them... Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for the Divine Collective? What do you need to know most to walk the highest path for the greatest good? Jonathan, can you focus my reading on work? I don't have much of a personal life. I have a new job. It's nothing like the job description. And I'm being headhunted by other companies. Okay. Nice position to be in. Okay, give me just a few seconds to finish. I'm going to quickly do this collective message and then we'll do your reading, Jonathan. Seduction, passion, and romance await. The hand of fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. It's in reverse because I feel like you can decide whether or not you want to be seduced. You know what I mean? The stars. A long journey brings rewards. The long journey part is what makes me like feel like, you know what I mean? You might be one of those people who you like your bed, or you like your comfort, or you like, to cozy up and take a nap or read a book. You like tea, you like soft and gentle, experiences, where this feels like it's a wild ride. The chimera, imagination clouds your judgment. It feels like it's a wild ride. You can decide whether or not you want to embrace an opportunity that feels, it makes my mouth water. But it feels, normally those types of situations or circumstances can be very intense. And if you're not like astute in emotional control and willpower, then they can take you off track. It feels interesting to explore, but it also feels dangerous, if that means anything. So y'all, somebody's coming in with an offer. It feels interesting to explore. It also feels dangerous, or like outside of your norm is probably a better word than dangerous. Like it feels like it's not like just being under your blanket or being under your comforter, right? But it also feels like an experience to be had. Okay, Jonathan. Jonathan wants to know about work. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. I think I want to pull this one last. We'll start off with this one. I just want to at all the skills, score high, but not gain permanent employment. What can I do? If you're interested in getting a reading, you can either use stars or use the link for an on-live reading. I have lupus. I don't know what that means. The question went beyond. But if you're interested in getting a reading, you can click this picture this link right here. In my link, you'll see a link that says on live readings. Work, Jonathan. Work, Jonathan. 2 of Wands energies out here. Follow your passions. Like if it's another job that's like not only offering you pay or competitive pay, but it's like you get to do more of what you want to do. You get to actually be in a position that you want to be in. That's what you should do. Because, you're at the end of the day with a company, you're just a number. You're just a number. 9 of Swords energy is out of the 2 of Wands. I feel like there may be some idea of loyalty or indebtedness that doesn't really exist. King of Swords with the 9 of Swords, that's 10 swords. It's impressive and responsible and a good decision. It shows a type of self-respect. 4 of Wands energy, 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups. It shows a type of self-respect when you say, I got a better offer. It does, and that's what's on this board. I feel like there's a 4 plus 2 Wands and 6 Wands. I feel like there's another offer, like you said, you were being headhunted. 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and I feel like it's some idea of loyalty or like indebtedness, like I'm grateful for the job you gave me, right? King of Swords energy is out here with the 9 of Swords, that's 10 swords, 10 plus 6 swords, that's 7 swords. When it's like on some workplace intelligence type of thing, where you're supposed to be strategically moving your piece toward becoming a queen on the board. Like if you play chess, right? You're supposed to be strategically moving. So in business, it's a good thing for you to leverage whatever you can leverage, right? Rather than feeling like indebted to like let's say you was in business and you was working in sales, but you had to get your product from somebody, but there's somebody that's offering a cheaper product. Well, it's business, not, we're not friends. This person offered me a cheaper product, but let's say, we've been working together for so long, I'm going to just let you keep going up on the prices, even though I can get a way better deal over here. That's what's on this board. 4 Cups of energies, I have the Hangman and the Ace of Wands. There's always somebody getting the short end of the stick. Just make sure it's not you. And that's your spirit team saying you might not want that long end either. But I think they were being like punny when you think you might didn't catch it. And if you didn't, cool. The Page of Swords energy is out here, right? Like the World card. Don't feel entitled or indebted to an energy or an industry that could only see you as a commodity, okay? And in that same space, leverage whatever weight or whatever power you have. How does that feel? I work on Broadway tours, but I took a desk job in another theater and it's not fulfilling. You have another opportunity to go back on stage or go back to the production aspect of it. It's like more fulfilling. Is that what's happening? Lakeithia, your payment says multiple disputes. So, like I said, I feel like you should go back through the app and see what's happening in the app because it says multiple disputes and it did not go through. It did not process. It feels like there's 2 of Wands was your first card out. So there'll be another opportunity. 2 of Wands with the 4 of Wands. It feels like it's more fulfilling. 6 of Wands, it'll give you more accolades. 6 angel number, right? Don't feel indebted or to whatever loyalties that you may have when this opportunity presents itself. Pursue your passions. That's what's going to put you in a position of power, right? Or you get the short stick. Okay? Relationships evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And I really feel like this has more to do with healing the inner child. Divine source. Like when you go through stuff like this, make sure that you always call on your angels, your archangels, your ancestors, and your spirit guides to give you guidance when you can't see through. I do not have Cash App. Fixing to. Go get it, required and inspired action. Now is the time, readiness, and follow through. It's like your spirit team is saying it's time for you to pounce on this opportunity. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Your time is a very precious resource, something that you don't easily get back. Every moment that we exchange with one another, I want you to know I appreciate you. So I see work, Jonathan. I see M-A-M-I. Is it Mammy? Oh, I thought it was Miami. Mammy 84. I see Lakeith. I see that, but it says multiple disputes. So there's some kind of interference there, and that's something you have to take care of on your end. Kendra, and that might be from earlier, right? Thank you so much, Lam. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. Let me know how that resonated, Jonathan. Know that I appreciate you. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate the love and support. Did I pull oracles for Jonathan? I did. Tonight's about me. Lala the notary. And Pumezba. I think I remember you from TikTok. Okay, y'all in the chat talk about natural remedies and shit. Tonight is about me. If you want a 6-card reading, 1,000 stars. Facebook.com/stars is how you get stars if you want. Cannot pay another way. If you don't want to do the stars, you can click this link in this bottom corner right here, and you'll see my link tree. And you'll see in my link tree a link that says Pumaze. But I think, were you on my TikTok live one time and I did a reading for you, or is that somebody else who has a very similar name as you? Tonight is about me. I took a lot of your... All praise to the Most High. Thank you so much, Brianna, for the stars. I appreciate the love and support. So, did I say... There were some people in the chat who were saying that they want a reading. Okay, let me see. Maybe it'll take a little while. And so I'll go through a few readings and then I'll check back in a few minutes. Because it still says the same thing on my end when I refresh it. In rare cases, it's not, I don't think it's going to allow you to. And I think it has something to do with like maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say it on the live, so. But I don't think it's going to allow you to. But I'll check back later. I can check back later. Shout out to Jacksonville. All praise to the Most High. I hope that the collective messages give value. So we're going to do, did I call anybody email address? If you go to fb.com/stars, you can get stars to send. I'm trying to the link, but the screen won't scroll down after I put mine. Maybe like close all apps and then try again. I don't know how to. It could be like wipe your screen off. That could be a multiple number of reasons. That probably would be a better way if you just do the stars, because I don't know if the Stripe app is going to allow you to allow it to go through. I'm calling the emails that are associated with the names that I see here. I see Pumezba. They saw theirs. I see Lala the notary. I didn't see them in the chat. We just did work, Jonathan. Mommy Reyes. I see Mommy Reyes and Kendra. Can you tune into Stone Age Solstice Fellowship for energy? Can I? I can. Am I? I probably am not. But I could if I but I probably wouldn't. That wouldn't be something I can see myself doing, like just like being called to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Well, my TikTok didn't get hacked. I still have my TikTok, but my Facebook did get hacked. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Ten of Cups energy is out here. Ten of Cups has to do with personal fulfillment and like the type of fulfillment that's abundant enough for you to share. Three of Wands energy is out here with the Three of Cups. It feels like your spirit team is saying a lot about staying in alignment is when you don't go out of your way. Like when you make sure you're not going out of your way, when you make sure that your shit still stays intact, and you give from the overflow of your cup. Ace of Cups energy is out here, right? And that's what this is about. Two of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is Seven Pentacles. 7, angel number. 3, angel number. 7 plus 3 is 10, right? So you got 10, angel number, new beginnings. 10 of Cups with the first card out, right? And it feels like your spirit team is encouraging you to like spread the wealth, share the wealth, realize your position, a position of power and authority that you have to like be a hero, alleviate somebody's pressure, show someone support, help somebody to find clarity. That's what this feels like. Six of Cups energy is out here with the Moon card. Six of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And it kind of feels like maybe be what you need. I don't like to put people in a position to where they feel like they have to be a hero. And I think that's why I'm apprehensive as toward like delivering this message. It feels like your spirit team is saying you should do that for them. Right? It doesn't take you out of your way. It's not going to cost you nothing. Not that it doesn't cost you anything, right? Like it might cost money or whatever like that, but it's not going to cost you anything. But it could bring so much benevolent energy towards you. And you're not doing it, right? Like we're not doing it because it can bring benevolent energy, but it can bring benevolent energy. Three of Wands with the Three of Cups, that means angels in a sense. You know, I've been getting this message a lot for the collective that you never know when you're entertaining angels. And that's what this feels like. 3, angel number, then a 7, angel number, both divine numbers. The Six of Cups with the Moon card and the Three of Pentacles, you don't even realize how it'll come back to you. You'll be like, man, I don't even feel like I deserve this. 5 plus 3 Pentacles, 8 Pentacles. I feel like I didn't work for it. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. 6 plus 3 Pentacles is 9 Pentacles. They just giving it to me, right? Wow. Right? What did I do to deserve this? You don't even realize it was when you gave somebody something they didn't even have to ask you for. You offered. It was when you was in a position and you saw somebody that may have even felt like they was less than you, even though you didn't see them like that. They was in a position for you to help them out, and you did it without even expecting anything in return. And here come God, like, boop, right? That's what this feels like. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Pumays, but let me get some oracles out here for you. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. As long as it don't take you out of your way, it should be a go. This card says, stop saying yes to shit you hate. We say yes to dumbass shit because we want to be cool, to caretake others, and because we think we need a reason to say no. The people we say no to may never understand why we needed to say no in order to be our true selves. You don't even have to know why you said yes in the past. Don't get stuck in a process spiral about it. If you're not into it, just stop saying yes and move the fuck on. Six of Swords. You burn your brain cells, man. You burn your brain cells. And law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. You might experience something personal in your life that you feel like you were victimized by. You know what I mean? 77 angel number is showing up a lot. And you might be in a position to help somebody not have to go through that. Now, it could be a decision that you decide to not even put your hands in it. I don't got nothing to do with that. Or you can help somebody out. You don't know how that'll come back on the back end. That's what this feels like. See, I be tapped in. I don't be paying attention to the chat sometimes. That's what they get in here. They know when I'm deep in my channel. And they say, oh, now is the perfect time to chat, to comment. Because she's not paying attention to the chat. And they right. They be right. They be right. 14,000, almost 15,000 stars. You guys are awesome and amazing. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank you so much for the likes. Y'all tell me to tap that screen and share the live. Now, let's see. The key says she getting this reading. One way or another. I see you. Lala, I see you, Lakeith. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you guys for taking care of that little nuisance that was in the chat. I ain't even see them. But y'all done reported them, and they out of here. I guess when I'm paying attention to the chat, they know to not be there. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Lakeithia? What does Lakeithia need to know most, bruh? You got the answer, but it's like you shouting it out. Let's say we on a game show, and we on a game show, and on this game show they're asking us questions out loud, right? You might know the answer and you yell it out, but it's not our turn to answer. It's this type of energy, so you just help the other team. The Two of Swords energy is out here with the King of Swords. It feels like the game is to be sold, not to be told. Six of Wands energy is out here, right? Like you have information, and like let's say you need money, then that information could be used as a way to transfer your resources. You get what I'm saying? But if you give it away freely, Hermit card energy is out here, then you won't be compensated in the ways, because God is giving you everything that you need to create the lifestyle that you envision in your mind, right? But you could be taking what God gave you and belittling it, like misusing it. Like you might not see your information as value or powerful, but it really is. The Seven of Swords energy is out here, but I feel like it's being misused. 7, 8, 9, 10 swords, right? Like, and I feel like people know this. I feel like 10 swords, 7, 8, 9, 10 swords, right? 10 swords. Either way it go, I feel like people know this. I feel like people know you should be being compensated. There should be some type of energy exchange for what you're offering. But I also feel like if you ain't asking, they ain't offering. That's what I'm tapped into. The Death card energy is I have the Three of Pentacles. So your spirit team is saying, whatever they come to you for, stop giving it away. Let it be an even exchange. Because even exchange ain't no robbery. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps to keep here. 1,000 stars is 6 cards. I always pull 9 because I be tripping, but I'm gonna leave it at 9. I ain't gonna pull the oracles. If you're interested in getting 9 cards and the oracles from the oracle box, go ahead and send me 2,000 stars because I would really appreciate that, and I'd be happy to do your reading as well. And let me see, Lala. I remember it. Lala, are you ready for your reading? Thank you so much for your generosity. I sincerely appreciate the love and support. Let's go. if the lady who said she wanted this deck is gonna send me her address, because otherwise I could use this deck. I'm gonna just get another one. Even if she sent me her address, right, I could just get another one and send it to her. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, so we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. La la. Ooh, the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. Well, it's like, this feel like, why are you keeping your headache, right? Like, you could alleviate a headache. It could be something as simple as going to the gas station and buying some Tylenol. But it feels like, sell the house or sell the car or get rid of the thing that's causing the stress and strain in your life. Why not? Like, why? What's the win? Like, let's say you're keeping it for sentimental value. Let's say your grandmother left you a business and you love the business because your grandmother had it, but it's causing you a lot of stress and strain in your life and it's overwhelming. You could sell it and make a pretty penny. You could sell it and be a profit. You could sell it and be a come up. Don't you think that's why your grandmother left it to you? Not so you could be stressed and strained by it, right? It's this type of energy. You need to remove that thing from your life that's causing you stress and strain. Eight of Wands energies out here. You'll be surprised at how, like, more free-flowing, like, your thoughts are, like, how much more energy you have in regards to getting things done. You might feel like befuddled is the word they said. They said befuddled. Like, what the fuck that mean? But either way it go, they mean, like, confusing. You might be feeling befuddled in some way, shape, or form, and it's like, okay, wait, hold on. Let me get over the fact that they use the word befuddled. Like, you might not be able to get up and move the way you want to move, right? And so there'll be, like, openings. Like, you'll feel the energy move more freely in regards to you getting things done. It could also be something in your house. Like, you maybe need to rearrange your furniture. Perhaps there are some things that you need to throw away or some, long-term tasks, that have been on the honey-do list, but you haven't had time to take care of them, right? Getting these things done and really getting things in order can really help the energy to flow more freely around you. The Death card energy is out here with the Queen of Wands, yeah. But either someone, there's something that's kind of creating, like, a blockage in your life. It's like a road, but like a blockbuster or road opening ritual could really, really be beneficial in your energy right now, because it does feel stagnant, but it also feels like you holding on to something, right? King of Wands energy is out here. King, Queen of Wands been showing up a lot. Not just today, in my previous live sessions, right? The King, Queen of Wands, but it feel like you holding on to something. And when you feel confident enough to let go of that, really, I think that they not just saying let go of it, but really realize the reason for it. Like, the reason why it was coming into your life was supposed to be a blessing. If it's not a blessing, then transmute it into that, right? King of Swords energy is out here with the Two of Swords, right? It's not supposed to be causing headaches and stress. That's for sure. Three of Swords is not supposed to be making your heart ache and your heart break. That's for sure. And if it's doing that, then you got to let it go, baby. This is what I'm tapped into. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's over here? Seven of Wands. 777 angel number. You got to ask yourself, is this what God would have for me? La, when you thinking about holding on to something or letting go, you got to say, is this what God wants for me? And if it's not what God wants for you, then you got to let it go. Holding on, baby. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. That message was definitely for Lala. She sent a generous donation for that reading. I hope it resonated. Let me know how that message resonated for you, Lala. Mice, discord amongst friend or family. Experience is key. Archangel Raphael is here, motivating you and guiding you to an exercise program that fits your schedule, interest, and budget. And fidelity. And it's like you waiting on something like Christians waiting on Jesus. Be mad at me. Waiting on something like Christians waiting on Jesus. Just waiting, just laying there waiting. Like, how is that wait? How is that working out for you? I just wanted to know what this bad energy is, and and it went by so fast. And is this blockage that I have been in? Let's see. Datha sent me some stars. Thank you so much for the stars, Datha. I appreciate the love and support. If you are interested in getting a reading, it's you see right there it's 1,000 stars for 6 cards, 2,000 stars for a full spread. I don't see your name on the list, and I don't know if you knew that. But if you're interested in getting a reading, I'd be happy to read for you. I can see right here in your little bio right thing that you have sent stars, but it's not telling me how much you sent. I want to tell you something. I know then I believe you're reading. All praise to the Most High. I'm just a vessel. I don't know until they tell me. Aaliyah, thank you so much for your generosity. I sincerely appreciate the love and support. Let's see here. It tells me the people who my top star senders were. I see you, Aaliyah. I just want a general reading. Please, I've been a fan. I'm just a vessel, more of a family than a fan, right? What? Thank you for everything. All praise to the Most High. See how they just come in here to just cricket like a frog or whatever it is like that, and then they leave on up out of here. I'm looking for Datha. Yeah, I see 99 stars, Datha. So, okay, I'm very innovative. Okay, what Datha got? What we got for Datha? Let's do Datha. And then we're going to do the other lady I was about to do. I can't remember your name. 4 of Swords, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. That's 5 swords. It's like people can fast talk you. 4 of Cups. You gotta say. My mom will say you gotta stand for something or fall for it all. And you know, like it's like you be falling, and you gotta stand up. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be weak in the knees, and you gotta stand up. The Queen of Swords energy, the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords, which means you're not inept, right? Like you're not stupid. You know you likely know that people are trying to manipulate you, or you know that they manipulate you, like they think they getting over on you, but you kind of like are generous and kind, and energy is out here. But it could be on some altruistic shit, like in your mind you think, well, I'm gonna just be a better person, or I'm gonna be a good person. But how can it be a good thing for you? Like that come from growing up in narcissist family paradigms where you think it's good. Well, I'm gonna just let them fuck over me because I'm not gonna be like them or whatever it is like that. Rather than realizing that you can remove yourself from a negative circumstance, a negative situation. So stop accepting less than what you deserve. 4 of Cups with the Page, 4 of Swords energy out with the Page of Cups. You should have said no, but you said somebody apologized or asked for forgiveness, and here you go again, right? And then there's less lack of peace when you can say no, and then it will be difficult for a while. 4 of Swords with the Queen of Swords is 5 swords, right? And then you will be able to find peace. 4, 5, 6 cups, right? But first you got to say no to it not accepting enough, right? Like what's not good enough. Moon card energy is at the bottom. And I think that the way you're going to be able to move towards being able to say no is realizing who taught you to say yes. Like who taught you to just be like, I'm going to stick it out. It's not funny, but I'm laughing because that's the energy that it feels like, well, you're hurting me, but I'll stick it out. Like who the fuck taught you that? And then being able to break free from that is how you're going to be able to find your power. I had like cousins and stuff in my life, and they used to be like punching me and stuff, you know, like whatever kids do, that type of stuff. But then when I got older, I realized, bro, I don't gotta be your friend like that. You know, you're not my cousin. I don't have to let you hit on me and shit. It's that type of energy. Shaking the table. All praise to the Most High. You might be dealing with difficult things. I'm not the judge of that. You are. The thing is to remember that you're not a tree. I think that's what they saying, right? Like, maybe I don't know what you're dealing with. Cool. But you're not a tree. You're not stuck where if it's a hurricane around you, you just got to deal with the weather. You can move. You can pick up and move. You ain't rooted like that. And so if you find yourself in unbearable circumstances, remember your autonomy. And sometimes we tell ourselves, I don't have a choice, right? You always have a choice. Now, who are we pulling for? Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Thank y'all so much for 16,000 stars. You are amazing. I am just a reflection. I am just a reflection. Nine of Swords energy is out with the Moon card, Queen of Swords. Some of y'all not able to sleep at night, or you have like maybe headaches or incessant thoughts, recurring dreams, because there's action that your spirit team is wanting you to take and you're not taking it. Eight of Pentacles energy is out here, right? Like the Tower card. This feels like executive dysfunction, like where you have so many things that you want to do, so many things that you know that you need to do. You feel like, I don't know what I need to do first. There's that also comes in when you have like I lost it, right? So I was saying that some of you have executive dysfunction, so you don't know, like you don't want to do anything at all, even though you have all of these things that you want to do. Some of you, High Priestess, Page of Swords, Six of Wands. It's like the executive dysfunction that comes from being like spiritually paralyzed, right? Where you got all of these messages coming through from spirit, and you got messages coming through from your flesh, and like some of us we're under like a time, I don't know, cage. I don't know how to say it. Like it feels like energetically, you feel like I can't do this until I do that. And so because you feel like that and you don't want to do that, you do nothing. Right? Because you want to do what you want, what you have a passion for. You're an artist, you want to create. But there's like this practical pay the bills side to life, right? So you want to create, but it's time to pay the bills, and you feel like I need to pay my bills, whatever that is like that. And you probably do, right? But at the same time, you have more energy and empathy to create, right? Knowing that doing something is better than nothing is going to be your most powerful path. Empress energy is out here with the Strength card. When you're creating, you're always gaining capital, even though the capital might not be immediate, right? Like when you're doing what God gave you a gift to do, there's always going to be some type of reward, right? And sometimes you feel like I need to be doing something more practical. And I say paying bills, but it could be anything that feels like more tedious, like something that you not like to do. Like if you're an artist, in whatever way that you create, it's like you want to create what you like to create, right? But life calls, whether you have to go and be a mom, go and be a teacher, go and be a lover, go and be a daughter, whatever it is, like life will call, right? Know that creating, right? Finding the time to create or making the time to create is always going to compensate you. And then those practical things that life will call you to do, you will always have at least the resources to do so, right? Knight of Pentacles, and you just have the Knight of Swords. Whether it's an emergency or an ongoing thing, you'll always have the resources to do it because you know you're creating in that way that you have a passion for. Three of Swords energy is out here with the Lover's card. Why the Three of Swords, Spirit? High Priestess, Page of Swords. And yeah, Three of Swords with the Page of Swords, right? That's Four of Swords, right? It's like worrying about nothing. It's like being concerned, and a lot of times it's external judgment, right? Being concerned that if you don't do what you have been projected, right? Like people force fed you that you have to do first, then something's going to go awry in your life, and that's not true for everybody. Your spirit team is saying it's safe for you to create. Lover's card, Empress, High Priestess. And when you create, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Strength card, you always have the resources that you need to do practical things. Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, that's Four of Swords, right? Peace. The Page of Swords makes it Five of Swords, like fretting, being fretful about nothing. That's what I feel like this is. So create. Give yourself permission to do the thing that you want to do. You know what I mean? When your creative juices run low, you can go and do the practical aspects of life. It'll be there waiting for you, I promise. It's not going to go anywhere. Just make sure you try to keep your bills on auto pay, because otherwise your lights and shit will be cutting off. And that's never fun. Even if you had the money in the bank, it's like, oh my God. That's avoidable, right? It's that type of energy. It's happened to me before, so let me tell you. Create as much as you need to create, because there'll always be compensation in that. And then you'll have the resources that you need to take care of the rest of life. That's what that message is saying. Welcome, Ty. Creative look. I'm telling you, man, you're supposed to be creating. You're supposed to be committed to creating at this time. It may feel like it's going against the grain, but it's exactly what you need to be doing. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Booyah. All praise to the Most High. I am just a vessel. I am just a reflection. I don't even really exist. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Why do I get high? Why do I stay high? If I could teach the world to be a thug in harmony, then I would teach the world to be a thugster just like me. Welcome, Crystal. Thank you for tapping in. Is there someone waiting on a reading? Thank you, Ty. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your generosity. Well, thank you for that feedback. I'm telling you, you made me up in your mind. Why you don't believe me? I'm like your imaginary friend. You look into the mirror and you see me. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Right. You manifested. You manifested me. Divine magic. Self-employment. This message is for the collective. And this message is for the collective. And you manifested. You're manifesting powerful things. But what you're manifesting is like the key to your magic, right? Like your algorithm, your news feed, your FYP, all of those things, you're manifesting the keys, the access portals, the access codes, right? To the divine magic that will lead you to the capacity, like that will help you to get to the level that you need to get to create some type of lifestyle. Father healing. King and Queen of Wands been coming up a lot, right? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, but it's like father energy, masculine energy has to do with the logical action, consistent determination that it takes to manifest. Because women are very creative beings, right? We have the capacity to create anything that you can imagine, right? But it takes a logical, a masculine energy, right? Not a man. It takes a masculine energy, logical, consistency, orderly, which in esoteric is like a masculine energy to make that happen, and that's what y'all tapping into. You have this capacity within you, and through technology, through the choices that you're making in your everyday life, you developing the keys to open up the doors. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Six of Cups energy is out here. There's a lot of healing of childhood, like healing of child, because more than like it's actively doing all of this shit that you would think that you need to do to heal your inner child. You're acknowledging what happened to you that could have caused trauma as a child, before you had control. But it's from a place of understanding and awareness. And that brings healing. Where at one point in time, you could have been convicting, the persecutors or the people who tried to victimize you before you could, stand up for yourself. But now you're coming from a place of, I understand more about how the world works. And it's like compassion for your inner child in that you weren't in a position to protect yourself, and compassion for that perpetrator's energy in that they were in such a vile and low vibrational frequency. It's like a level of understanding. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like more than anything, it's like giving your attention to that. Something that you haven't given, I feel like you just, not that you haven't given your attention to it intentionally. Just that it's like, how your brain will try to protect you. So certain experiences in your life you will forget, and then you'll remember it, so that because that's how your body is letting you know you're ready to heal it. That's what this feels like. Hierophant energies out here. And so a lot of you have a calling, and a lot of you reached a milestone. You might have made 30, you might have made 33. You know what I mean? It feels like that type of energy where you reached a milestone. And in Disney Channel movies, I always notice that like they usually use ages like 16 or whatever, but it's like there's a certain age in the Bible. It was 33. There's always a certain age that you'll reach, that when you start to really start your journey, when you really start your ministry, right? When you really start your walk. And that's what this looks like. Page of Cups energy is out here. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I spake like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Queen of Swords energy is at the bottom of the deck, right? Really, really discovering the keys to you finding your magic, and it's not what you would expect. You know, it's not like actual keys that are opening doors. It's you putting awareness on things that were traumatic to you so that you can understand why you move the way you move and then change your movements if you choose, right? It's that type of energy. The key is not going to look like, oh, this information that you read in a book and it completely changed your life. It's going to be like, damn. So when that happened to me when I was 16, that completely changed the way I moved in life ever since then, right? No, I'm giving myself permission to not react like that no more, right? It's that type of key. Does that make sense? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Y'all gotta let me know if you're waiting on a reading, because I will get into the collective energy. I am just a vessel. I keep telling you, you made me up in your imagination. Your higher self said, at this point in time, I need you to be here on this date, June 16th. Be there. They gonna meet you on the other side of the phone. All you gotta do is show up. You have your card. Da 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 da. You all had already planned this. This was already preordained. I know you don't believe me, but whatever. I don't got time to try to convince you. If you click this link right here, there's a link right here. If you click that link right there, you'll see my link tree. And if you go to my link tree, you'll see live readings. If you want a live reading and you don't want to use the star system from TikTok, or Facebook. And you'll see private personal reading. If you select private, if you go for on live reading, come back and tell me so I can look, so I can confirm your donation, okay? If you select private personal reading, make sure you follow the prompts. Like, read everything that it tells you, because it's going to tell you how to text me so you can set up your reading. Girl, that lady seen me at that store today. I really believe that lady seen me at the store today, and she ain't said that. But I give her a deck, though. I sure will. I'll go back to the same store I got this from and give her one. Get her one. That lady seen me at that store. I'm telling you, man. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. She's talking about I seen it. This is one of my first decks. Oh my God. It feels so nostalgic to be shuffling a new one now. But it feels, these are good decks. They talk. Can we use this link anytime? Anytime, 24/7. Did I receive your stars? How many stars you see, my baby? 500. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. They wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. The Sun card. There's a lot of clarity. You can clearly see. Seeing is not all. Seeing is not enough. It requires planning. Like, you know what I mean? You can see a clear path and you can have a good perspective. But if you aren't prepared for the terrain, you can still get stuck in the mud. That's what this feels like. Can I have some more cards? Thank you. The Eight of Swords. Bro, it's going to require proper planning. Why? Because it feels like they showing me this part. I play Grand Theft Auto. I like to play the story mode. And there's this part where they have to escape on motorcycles, right? And if you don't plan properly, right, you won't have the right bikes. And you'll get like stuck in the mud, literally. And that's what it feels like. It feels like there's a lot of clarity, there's a lot of foresight, there's a lot of, like time to plan, you know what I mean? And if you neglect that, or you feel like, oh, I got time, right? Like, it could work against you, right? So utilize you might not always feel like you have, it's like equal stance, right? Like, you might feel like people have more money than you, people have more time than you, right? People got more support than you. That all might be true. You got more time. You know what I'm saying? So use your time wisely. 4-1's energy is out here, right? Like, there's this 4-1's energy that's been coming up a lot that has to do with like underdog or unexpected, or they never saw you coming, but it's not going to happen without planning. Justice card. You can't get you can't withdraw from an account that you haven't deposited in, but if you put that deposit down now, then you can make that purchase. You understand what I'm saying? Proper planning will keep you from getting stuck in the mud. Thank you so much for your generosity. I sincerely appreciate the love and support. Brianna. Ooh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. She said I sent 1,400 stars. Ooh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be mine and keep on reading the signs of my body. Y'all tell us that this thing. Like. I'm on tonight, I am so light. I'm starting to feel your vibe. Double tap that screen and share the live so we can share this love. 3 of Cups energy is out here. This is for Bree, right? 4 of Swords. Blah, 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 blah. This is like taking medicine when all you need is some sleep. You get what I'm saying? It's like you doing all of these things, these healing activities. Maybe you participate in festivals and functions. You're going to yoga. You're going to Pilates. You're going to the smoothie bar. You need to lay your ass down some fucking well. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's like taking the wrong prescription. That's how this feels. The Lover's card energy is out here, right? Like, your intentions are pure, but it's like give God the space and opportunity that they need to have, create, like, do some things in the ethers that you might not be able to see in the physical. It feels like I don't want to say over exertion, but it feels like what you think will be the remedy and what will actually be the remedy is two totally different things. You feel like you need to maybe involve yourself, surround yourself with people. It could be over something like a loss or something like that. When really you need to be by yourself. You need to hear your own self think. Feel your own self feel, right? Like, that's what this feels like. Lover's card. Feel the presence of God around you. Be able to do that without other people like pacifying you. High Priestess energy with the Lover's card, King of Wands. That's what I'm seeing. Or else you get pacified by that, right? Like, it becomes a crutch. It becomes, something that you have to lean on in order to keep going. And you don't want that to happen, right? So, 3 of Swords energy is out here. 3 of Cups, I get it, right? Like, some type of deep hurt, pain, right? Surround myself with support systems, people who actually love and care about me, because I don't want to, let my brain go into dark places, right? So if you're not giving yourself to actually feel what you want to feel and think what you want to think, and it's almost like a puppet, right? Like, all of your actions are coordinated. It's not authentic, and ultimately, whatever dark space you need to go through and process through, you're gonna go there, and it could be in front of people if you need that to happen, but it don't have to be. The 7 of Wands energy is out here, right? Like, your spirit team says, okay, well, keep putting yourself in this precarious situation. We're gonna let you have a breakdown in the middle of your yoga studio, and then what? Like, it's that type of energy. And you're like, well, why am I crying? I don't know why I'm crying. Because you ain't let yourself really process the emotions you need to process in order to fully restore yourself back into this High Priestess energy. You might be a practitioner. If you're a practitioner, you don't have enough grounding exercises and warding exercises in regards to when you're doing your work. And so you bringing all this motherfucking energy in from Tom, Dick, and Harry ass, and you ain't grounding that shit, giving that shit back to Mother Earth, and then you just wearing that shit, and it's taking you in. What happens is, if you don't allow yourself the space and opportunity to properly cleanse and clear that shit, you're gonna lay around there and have a breakdown. Hey, what happened? You be feeling attacked and shit like that when it's not that. You just been there, done that, right? When you just wearing other people's energy. 8 Wands energy is out, instead of releasing it in the way that you're supposed to release it, and it becomes a burden. You know what I mean? When it's supposed to be a gift. Lover's card, High Priestess, World card. 4 Wands is at the bottom of the deck. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3 Wands. 3, angel number. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 Wands. So, first of all, sometimes it's not about the support systems like it needs to be about the solitude, right? And then proper planning in regards to what you're going to do and how that will help you is going to be your most powerful path forward. The Lover's card with the High Priestess, the World card, I really see you moving on to new levels and up and upwards in regards to your gifts. It's just about realizing that some of this energy is not yours. And some of the solution, heavy on like some of the prescriptions that you're taking, is not going to cure what's ailing you. That's what this feels like more than anything. Like you trying to take a Tylenol for this type of headache? Baby, you got some spiritual shit going on. You got to lay around there and go read Psalms 4. Yeah, you got to put a glass of water out on the altar. Yeah, you got to light a white candle and you need to lay down for a little while. Stay away from everybody. Be like, oh yeah, it's a spiritual remedy more than it's a prescription. Does that make sense? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Y'all double tap that screen and share the live so we can share this love. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I'm landed in. Wishes will be granted. Look at the fucking moon. You really need some rest. Okay? Just look at that thing. It's lovely as fuck, right? You're welcome. Get you some rest. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Heavy on that. Heavy on increase in spiritual growth. Is the guy you're seeing a waste of your time? We can do a collective on that. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What's the end? How do they really feel? Blocked. Romance. Oh, it kind of feels kind of romance. Like they feel like you've been traumatized, right? Like they feel like you've been ghosted. You know what I mean? Give me some more energy. I want to say that they want to make you feel like they're not one of those people, but I don't feel definitively that they're not one of those people, right? I feel like that's what they want you to believe, though, right? Sex addiction, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this person wants you to believe that you're safe, but it's not necessarily a safe space, right? It's like a painting. It's like a picture, right? There's a lot of pretend energies where it's like, I look like this, but I don't really act like this all the time. Tricks, bruh. It's a fucking, I barked. Either way it goes, it's I'm telling you, like that's what I just said. This is a person who's pretending. They're like, I don't feel like it's safe, but they want you to feel like it's safe because they want you to appease their like lust. There's, when I seen that black card, I was like, okay, this person is using the internet to spy on you. This person got a temper, right? Like if they seem to be a nice guy or very calm, very controlled, or whatever it is like that, they got a temper. They hide certain things about themselves. They also got lust. Like they might have a addiction to porn or something like that. And this person be knowing where you at and stuff like that, right? Like they'll try to reach out to you, and if they aren't able to kind of like know where you are, they might try to reach out to you to try to make contact to see if they can, triangulate your whereabouts. It's this type of energy. Illumination. No, you need to trust in your instincts. You need to trust in your intuition. I feel like you need to trust in your instincts. You need to trust in your intuition. You can see some type of rage or some type of like psychopathic type of energy building up in this person, right? And so you probably need to start as much as you can creating some distance, right? This could go as far as to having to change your number, having to get a new device, all that type of shit. So be proactive rather than reactive. I don't know what to pull on. There's so many options. We could do like a love type of reading because usually when I pull for love, girl, it's always tragic. I don't know if you want these hands to pull for love, but I can. We could get cosmic insights, messages from the angels. We could find out what someone is hiding. We can get messages from the mermaids. Random messages for the collective. So let's get some random messages for the collective. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Gemini energy. What do we got for Gemini? Let's get a quick 3 for Gemini. If you're interested in getting a reading, you should click this picture. It'll take you to my link tree. Click this link here. It'll take you to my link tree. And you'll see a link that says live readings, or you can send stars. Gemini, what does Gemini need to know most? If you sent for a reading, please remind me. Sometimes I'm neglectful. Queen of Wands energy is out here. Gemini, you really have the ability right now to manifest. And it's like you're double-minded. I just work here. Gemini be having like double-mindedness happening a lot, right? And that's affecting the like level of progress that you could be in. Like shit could be happening much faster than it is, but you double guessing, right? Like you second guessing yourself. And the thing is, I wasn't gonna pull another card, but 10 of Wands is making it more difficult than necessary. 7 of Wands. Because why? You could do, like, let's say you second guessing yourself. You could just do one of them. If it's wrong, you could do the other one. And that'll be faster than you sitting up there, about which one you're gonna do. It's this type of energy, Gemini. So be a little bit more, like I said, be more proactive rather than being reactive. Let's get another random message. What's your email, Shay Shay? Did you send through the link down here? Or did you send stars? Let's get a random message. How many stars did you send, Jessica? Venus. People who have Venus, well, like, if you, let's pull another card on that one. Radical rebirth. It's like a type of beauty that's raw, and it's not based on like systems or like projected like standards of beauty. It's like I'm talking to somebody who like, I want to say that you stop caring about what people think, but I don't want to say that because I feel like you're very specific or intentional about the impression that you make. You understand what I'm saying? But it is not based on what other people expect of you or want of you, of desire of you. But it's not that you don't care what people think, because you're very intentional about what you're projecting out into the world. That's how this feels. Libra, Venus, Taurus energy. Libra is out here with radical rebirth. And so there's this like storm. Like if you know how Oya looks, or Storm on X-Men, like that type of beauty where it's like, okay, bitch, get your way. I will punch you in the throat now. It's this type of energy, right? Look, where it's like a fierce, bitch, don't play with me. Like I'm not the one, nor the two, nor the three. So get you somebody else to play with you. It's like this type of beauty or attractiveness or magnetism that someone is cultivating. This is etheric chords, right? Like I really feel like because of a position that it could be like you're forced into a position, right? Like you could, if especially if you a black woman, right? But it's like I was recently channeling the energy of how a lot of us are tired because we been forced into a position. Our children are tired because they bear in that molecular weight. It has to do with this type of energy where you're like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me. I'm doing what I need to do for me and my babies, right? It's this type of energy. And it's more beautiful than you think it is, right? And I don't feel like you was trying to be beautiful, right? It just happened to turn out that way. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, y'all double tap that screen. Y'all double tap that screen. I don't think you was trying to be beautiful. I feel like all the times when you was ever trying to be beautiful or trying to be appreciated or magnetic or whatever it is like that, it didn't work out because a lot of trying to fit into the status quo or whatever it is like that. But I think when you just was like raw, unbridled, uncut, this is what I have to do in order to manifest unapologetically, right? You just started manifesting and it's like power looks good on you, baby. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, I wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. Go to Facebook. Don't go to Facebook. Go to fb.com/stars. If you want to send stars, you can also click this link right here. It'll take you to my link tree. You'll see a link that says on live readings. Three of Pentacles energy is out here. A big aspect of what Spirit is saying to this person who has Venus highly aspected, someone with Taurus, Libra showing up in their chart, who's really starting to probably moving into a more feminine energy. But I really feel like this feminine energy is more like a Kali Ma. It's not like what people will expect when you think of femininity, but it's the most, like, it's Tiamat. It's the purest, rawest, most etheric aspect of femininity, and it's like you've never been more beautiful. That's what I'm tapped into. Three of Pentacles energy is out here with the Four, so it's like radical amounts of rest, radically doing what you want to do, right? Like, you know what I mean? You're not, it's like somebody who's like, no, I'm just going to sell incense. And they're like, why don't you get a job? You could work in corporate America. You got degrees. You know what I mean? I know I'm just going to sell my incense and da-da-da-da. Like, you're making these, and it's never look better. You're resting. You know what I mean? You could be grinding and doing all of these things to show up as the number one, blah-da-da-da-da. You're allowing yourself rest. You're doing the things that you love. You're spending time with people you appreciate, bro. The way that you are shifting the dynamic of like your future generations is so beautiful, right? Because it's completely against what, like, you know, systems of authority and control will try to project onto people to keep your ass on that fucking rat race hamster wheel. Is this type of energy, right? Like you healing yourself, but you opening up portals for the generation that comes behind you. I like this energy. The Seven of Wands energy is out here. And yes, it's radical. It's a very fucking radical. Even though the only thing you're doing is like, you know, just making enough money to be able to take care of your kids and going on vacation and resting and taking a day off or two. That's all you're doing is resting. Right now, all you're just doing is allowing yourself the space and opportunity to just breathe. You know, breathe in and out, right? It's all of a sudden, oh, grab your torch and pitchfork. People make up words and shit. Lazy. People, they try to put you in a box, whatever that looks like. They try to make it seem like you got to be doing something, you know, sinister in order to be able to maintain your lifestyle, because you can't be just having to be able to live like, girl, fuck all of that. I feel like you don't care about none of that shit. You resting, you enjoying time with people who you love and you care about. You opening a portal for new generations to see pathways to create prosperity without having to be somebody's pay pig or piglet, for that matter. Is this type of energy. I love it. The Death card energy is out here with the rebirth. It feels radical, but I don't feel like you're doing anything like, you know, gas bombing anything. Like, you're not going on any protests. You're not participating in any political, you know, warfare. You are just doing things in your life that amount to the lifestyle that you want to live. And it's like a ripple. It's like a drop in the water that becomes a ripple. And that's why there's so much, like, you know, almost like archon entities and energies are trying to, like, you know, no, go to work. Or like they're trying to put you under all of this pressure to fit into the modalities that they, like the systematic shit that keeps you on on that hamster wheel, right? Three of Pentacles energies out here with the Three of Cups, with the Queen of Cups, but you already know, right? Four of Cups energy. Four of Cups with the Page of Cups and Five Cups. You already know that what they're trying to make you feel like will create some type of calm and peace will create a lot of disappointment for you. 3, 4, 5 cups, right? The Magician card energy is out here. And so rather than, you know, listening to them and doing what the fuck they telling you to do, you following your own path. You finding your own way, right? You're creating your own magic, despite what they say, whether it will or won't work, or whether they feel like it's what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like when things are like politically correct, like that type of energy where like, oh yeah, that's accepted. I don't think you give a fuck if it's socially accepted. It's like in your house, we eating vegetables, we going vegan, we growing our own food, we making our own medicine. Yeah, we rest over here, we sit in the sunlight, we go to the park, we go for a walk. It's like this type of shit. And for whatever reason, this is so fucking radical. You're like, damn, I just want to grow some fucking potatoes in my backyard. Why is this radical? I just want to take my children for walks. Why is that being policed? It's this type of energy. Queen of Wands. Because you don't even realize how you opening up doors for magic. For you healing you, and you opening up portals for the next generation. But I'm telling you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I am so grateful for you. I really appreciate your time, your energy, your love and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. And you've never been more beautiful, is what they saying. Like, you know what I mean? Scary. A little bit like, okay? Because I will lose, but I will fight you back. Right? I will lose, but we will wrestle. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's this type of energy. You've never been more beautiful. If that was what you was worried about. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Guys, let me know if you send for a message. Because otherwise, I did a payment to your PayPal. Okay. Big money, deep pockets. Let me see if I can check on that. I wish we could listen to music over here like we do on other applications. But is it Catherine? Okay, Becky. I feel like I love you. Is this for a website? Becky went to the website. Shout out to Becky. Kathleen, and Ron Pooh. Welcome, Zuri. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Let me know if you sent for a reading. Did you use the link? Haskins. Y'all don't want to deal with them stars, huh? Y'all don't, it's difficult to get the stars. You're a portal weaver too. Well, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate your time. Thank you for allowing me your energy and hold me accountable. You know, hold me to the pledge. Feel what I'm saying? I see Malkia. I see Oskins. Those are the two I see. Okay. You use both. Amen. Thank you, God, right? Won't he do it? Let's get a message for Malkia. Is it Malikia or is it Malkia? Am I saying it right? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Aaliyah, I remember you from earlier. I'm so sorry to still have you waiting. Aaliyah, you see right here, this little picture right here? This is for if you want a reading using stars. If you click right here, that is for if you just don't want to deal with the star system. And you can go to my link tree and you'll see a link that says on live readings. And it's donation based. So you can click in that box and send something else if you want to. Okay, so Malkia. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So this is who walk the highest path for the greater good. In Cancer, intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of. This could have something to do with some past life karma, but your instinct, you know, have you ever heard those theories that say your inklings, your, you know, like if you get a feeling that say, I need to leave right now, or, you know, those little inklings that you get, that's your future self remembering what happened in the past and shifting the narrative, right? So there's something about you trusting yourself. It says moon card, moon in Cancer, the nurturing of feelings caused by reactions. It's like your spirit team is saying, you ain't fucking tripping. The last time what happened? So if the last time what happened, fuck how a person want to make you feel like, oh no, it's all good. Like the only thing you can expect a person to do is the same thing that happened the first time, right? Like yourself is trying to keep you safe by saying, remember when we came over here last time, what happened? Did we enjoy that experience? Well, let's get the fuck up out of here. That's how this feels. This is for Malkia. Genius to experiment with. First of all, your motherfucking intuition be on point. And then you not know like spooky wookie motherfucker where you just going off of the moon in Cancer. Your motherfucking ass like got pattern recognition too. You might be neurodivergent on some shit, right? So then what the fuck is your spidey senses telling you, Peter Parker? That's what's on this board. As you did in the past. Baby, this could be a past life, but this could be like the last week, right? This could be like what happened the last time type of energy, right? And if you feel angst, if you feel urge, right, then that means you have a past instance with this energy. It's not always the physical world that we dealing with. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principality. But you remember that damn demon that you was dealing with is this type of energy. And if you start trusting into your intuition, I'm telling you, you will overcome a lot of bullshit. Mercury card energy in reverse, but your second guess, your double guess, heavy Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius energy, your second guess, your double guess, your You know the answer, but it's like, when kids be in math class and the teacher will say, well, what's this plus this? And they'll say the answer, and they be like, and then they'll say, and then they'll say the wrong answer. It's this type of energy. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Let's get some energy for Malkia. What does Malkia need to know most? To walk the highest path for the greatest good. Ten of Swords energy is out here, bruh. That ain't no rookie, right? Like if you had raggedy cars in the past, right? Then you could diagnose some shit about a car. A motherfucker say, oh no, you don't look like you have ever. You don't know what you're talking about. I drove all kind of Pontiacs. Yeah, I have to tell you, that's the fucking thermostat. Yeah, you need to go ahead and get the new thermostat because what's happening is your car is overheating. It's this type of energy, but fuck other people needing to believe you or feel like you intelligent or feel like you know what you're talking about. You know what the fuck. You know what the fuck you talking about. Queen of Swords energy is out here. Ten of Swords, and you can avert and avoid a whole lot of bullshit and find yourself in a place of peace and prosperity if you believe yourself. That's what's on this board. Esteem of my motherfucking self. Give me some more energy out here. Thank you. The Seven of Wands energy is out here. If you spend a lot of time, Noah, trying to convince these people that's about to flood and they need to get their ass on the boat, baby, you gonna drown too. Emperor card energy is out here. If you do what the fuck you know, because the last time God told you some shit, it came true, then you're gonna find yourself in a position to keep making power moves. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Trust your intuition. It's coming from somewhere, whether it was the last time you had to deal with this type of shit or it was a past life. You know something. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. All praise to the Most High, man. Get you some rest. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate the love and support. Soul forgiveness. 2-8 angel number. Like there's this release, like 2 8s. The angel number is about letting something go, right? So that you can move forward. It's somewhat of a catapult or a bow and arrow type of energetic, moving forward where you got to put some shit behind you in order to leap forward. This is what I tapped into. And I feel like you've forgiven yourself for the past. This says in Scorpio, purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. And it's like, it feels like things that you may have kept secret, or you may feel guilt and shame around them so you don't communicate about them. Like a lot of times, right? People will convict you of these things that you feel guilt and shame around, but they won't talk about the problems that you was going through with your mom at a young age, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? They won't say, well, I understand the reason why you made those choices at a very young age were because you were facing this type of environment, right? And that's when you got to give yourself that grace. Nobody is going to say, oh yeah, I remember your mama was on drugs when you was doing that. You know what I'm saying? But they'll say, I remember when you was fast. They ain't going to say, oh, I remember when, your daddy had just died when you was doing that. But they'll say, I remember when you used to steal. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna say, oh yeah, I remember you ain't have nowhere to stay. But they'll say, I remember when you was robbing people. You get what I'm saying? And so when that happened, you gotta give yourself that grace. Insights to understand, the wisdom of resulting from the understanding. You understand what I'm saying? And when you give yourself that grace, then you can find yourself poised for a position of power. Shame. I'm telling you now, this is a collective message. Who is this message for? Who is this message for? Did I just, after I finished Malkia, did I just get into a collective message? Creativity. Because until you say, nobody's going to say it. Because a lot of times people are energy siphoning from you. And the idea that they can project guilt and shame onto you and use that as a means of control, even if you up to 60, 70 years old, they're going to do that. So you have to say it to yourself. You have to say, I was being traumatized. I didn't have any guidance. Nobody showed me how to do shit. So I had to figure it out all by myself. That's why I was acting like that. then people won't be able to bring up your past in a way that make you feel guilt or shame. You will even feel like offended that they trying to use that to make you feel guilt and shame. Like, did you not forget the circumstances that I was under? It's that type of energy. And once you do that, baby, your creativity, it busts out all the blockages, It buck out you so much. It's so much easier for you to forgive yourself. When you say, you know what? My mom was on crack when I was a little middle schooler. That's probably why I didn't learn how to put on makeup. Man, you know how much you will forgive yourself for all of the times you was fast, or you tried to be promiscuous, or you put yourself in precarious situations because you didn't think you was pretty enough. It's this type of energy, scarcity, and all of these, all of the demons that torment you in this life now because of those things that nobody gives you grace for. They will slowly start to fall from your life because you'll discover your creativity, and you won't be ashamed about putting yourself out there, and you'll know how to respond when a person try to bring up your past to persecute you. Be careful of people bringing up your past to persecute you, because there's a lot about what you used to do, how you used to be, and who the fuck you is today. And if you let them bring up your past, then it can put you in an energy of self-sabotage. But if you realize that despite your past, you still made it with your right mind to a position of poise and power, you won't let that affect you, right? It's this type of energy. You have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace, because that's going to knock down all them walls that's trying to, suffocate you. Dedication to achieve. Give you that, restorative energy. It'll rev you up to make you feel like you can do some things. You understand what I'm saying? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What do we have for the collective? What do they need to know most about this self-forgiving energy? King of Wands energy is out here. Then the things that you feel, a lot of y'all be saying, I don't know what to do, or I don't know where to start. Start with forgiving yourself. Because when you forgive yourself, then you will give yourself permission to do all the things you always wanted to do. You might feel now like I'm too old to fill in the blank. It's too late to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did all of this. I can't. I got my record bad, my credit bad. You can think of all of these things, but baby, when you say I forgive myself from all that shit in the past, you'll find a way to still make it happen. That's what I'm tapped into. The 5 of Swords. But as long as you kind of still feel guilt or shame, then there's this self-sabotaging energy. And you might feel like somebody doing magic on you to create delays and cause distractions in your life. The whole time it's you. 5, 10, 11, 12, 3 swords. It's the version of yourself that was broken, that still has a broken heart. And until you forgive and heal, it's going to be difficult for you to move forward. But victory is most definitely possible for you. Okay? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Heavy on, let me know how they resonate. I would like to, know that resonated for somebody and they really caused a breakthrough. All praise to the Most High, Anime. My auntie name was Anime. I really missed y'all so much. Man, when I tell you I was distraught and disturbed when my account got scammed, and I was like, man, but I'm glad we back. I'm glad we back. I can smoke on you. I can't smoke on the other one. Okay. Somebody say, did you get my payment? Listen to the emails that I'm calling, because this could be your email, okay? Is it Magna Jasmine? Aisha? Aha Skins? That's all I see. Please confirm if you keep picking me up. Please, I need to know if I can channel as well. Just because I'm not picking you up don't mean you can't channel. Because I'm very warded for something that doesn't have permission to not be able to reach. So, that's not why. You want to do that with somebody who you could do it with a pet. Or you could do it with somebody that you have, that y'all already made an agreement to. But it's not of good taste to get access to somebody's energy without their permission. Well, that's how I was taught. I see Haskins. I see Jaslyn. So always make sure you have permission to be in somebody's energy. Even if you get a message, when you go to that person, like say God tell you, go to that person, ask them, hey, are you open to me telling you something that I feel like I received from God for you? I always give permission. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just taking it, and it's like grape, energetically. It's like a violation. But nobody really teaches that anymore. Like, for whatever reason, we don't have elders. We used to have mentors. People used to have, like, we don't have that no more. So I definitely understand. So who we gonna do first? Atkins, you've been waiting the longest. You have two ways. You can send stars through fb.com/stars, or you can click this link right here. It'll take you to my link tree. You'll see a link that says on live. Or if you like a private or personal reading, you'll see private, personal. Choose which one you prefer. Just know I'm grateful for anyone, okay? All praise to the Most High, Crystal. I'm just a vessel. I told y'all. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Let's go, Haskins. All praise to the Most High. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. The Sun card came out first. It's been coming out a lot. It's about revelations, realizations, clarity, like the perfect weather, if there is such a thing, to take action on what you've been planning. The creation of, gaining of respect for or from things brought to life or light. Fire. Baby, it's time. It's nothing but space and opportunity. You know how when people back in the day, they used to fight, they about to fight, they be like, it ain't nothing but space and opportunity. That's what your spirit team is saying. For you to take advantage of. Granting of the blessings from good future. Good fortune. Purse. Or confirmation. Jupiter in the sun is a very auspicious energy, and your spirit team is saying put some fire under your ass. Because right now, you got the Midas touch. And if you want to make some shit turn to gold, you should take action. Can I have 2 more cards? Thank you. Damn, I said 2. Scorpio energy is out here, right? Like, the thing about it is, a lot of times we want to go into situations with some type of prodigal energy, and we want to just start off perfect, right? We want to start off, just doing it all right, and you're going to make mistakes. And so don't think of it like that. Think of all of the mistakes as one step closer to you being like in mastery of something, your dreams, your idealization of, be a part of something overwhelming in Pisces, right? Sun, Jupiter, and Pisces, bro. Your dreams is about to come true. Your spirit team needs you to take action and stop being fucking scary. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path. Thank you for the greater good. It literally says that. Scorpio reverse, fire. Jupiter, Sun, Pisces. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. Give me some more energy for. Give me some more energy for. We doing Atkins, right? Haskins. The temperance angel energy is out here. There is this element of the mistakes that you're going to make, like, the light and the darkness, the ebb and the flow, the give and the take, right? The things you get right and the mistakes that you make, right? All of this is leading toward mastery, right? The most powerful thing that you can do is understand that some of this is already spiritually set in stone. You're just moving toward a version of yourself that's already achieved it, right? Some things you're going to have to surrender to. Eight of Cups with the Queen of Cups, right? Like, it's going to be some things that you feel like, well, I thought it was going to be like this, or I visioned it was going to be like this. It probably is in the future, right? But one step at a time. There are going to be some things you have to surrender to and go with the flow. But know where it's taking you. Focus on that. Magician card energy is out here. And remember, that's where you have the most control, right? Maintaining control of your emotions and maintaining control of your thoughts is where your power lies. And there's this element of, like, if you've ever played The Sims, or they're showing me a time lapse. Does that make sense? Where you feel like you might see something that you're creating in its full, like, finished, complete, right? It's not going to start off like that. right? It's gonna start other places, and it might ultimately make it to where your vision is complete. But maybe you change the color, maybe you tweak the fabric, right? Maybe the outcome fits the vision, but it's a little bit different than what you originally saw, and that's what I'm seeing. Understand the time lapse of things. That's what I'm tapped into. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Temperance Angel, Eight of Cups. Some of the shit you're gonna have to go with the flow. You're gonna say, I wanted this, but I can settle for this for the time being, because I know that in time, the resource, the thing, the person that I need will come along, and it'll be perfect at the right time. Just know that you're moving towards your dreams coming true, and don't stop moving. That's what I'm tapped into. Ten of Swords energy. There is this element of like, it feels like, damn, I thought it was going to be like this. Or I thought this person was going to be there, right? Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. And you thinking that this is final when this is just a step along the path. They might be there. It might be like that, right? In that time dimension, like you said, quantum physics dimension, when you get to that dimension, which could be future on this timeline. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Y'all double tap that screen and share it aloud so we can share this love. Mac Jasmine. Welcome, Tamara. Thank you for tapping in. I was raised in a Baptist home too. Not evil. They would I was like kind of Southern Baptist, so they would have said that you was like a prophet. They wouldn't have called you evil. They would have been like, "Oh, you just have the gift of prophecy." You just have to. You can hear the speaking of the tongues. You can they would have gave you a name. A lot of spirituality is in the Bible, believe it or not. If you read the Bible like with open eyes, they tell you all the shit you need to do in there. They talk about burning sage. They talk about crystals. They talk about candle rituals. They talk about a burnt offering being savory to God's, like God love a burnt offering. So read it with open eyes, and you will see it's a lot of shit that's in there. Believe that. It's a good little, handy dandy notebook, if you will. I would be happy to read you. If you're interested in getting a reading, a full reading, you can do these stars here if that's the method that you want to use, or you can use the link tree on live readings. That's also a very Southern Baptist thing where they like, make sure you put your tithe and offering in the collection plate now. Right. They're not green. Most pastors, especially if they've gone to seminary, understand a deeper type of theology. And so, yeah, I'm going to shut up. Right. Malikia, you got a question this time, baby? Thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate the love and support. Recipes for oils. I mean, it depends on what you want. And go to my website on some shit, right? Like, email me. So I can give you the recipe, but we can't give everybody the recipe. Aaliyah. Let's see. Aaliyah, you are the girl that I wish I had. I see Malikia. I see 50. Oh, 50. 100. Girl, why you broke them up like that? 1,000. Okay, I see it. I just want a general reading, please. I have been a fan of your work a while. Thank you for everything. Okay. Because they was broke up, so I couldn't see them. It was like 1,000, then 50, then 50. So my apologies about that, Aaliyah. But we got it together. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Aaliyah? What does Aaliyah need to know most of? 5 of Cups energy. I promise I won't cry over spilled milk. Give me a paper towel. Give me another volume. Give me another hour or 2 hour with you. Why you bother me when you know you don't want me? Why are you giving something access to your energy that already has destructive tendencies? The 9 of Pentacles energy is out here with the 5 of Cups. Rose eyes. I don't know. The Hermit card is at the bottom of the deck, and I just feel like Why are you giving something access to your energy that has the capacity to be destructive when you work so hard to create a sense 9-9 angel number energy of peace and prosperity in your place? The Magician card, 9 of Pentacles, Hermit card. Why? And then, okay, no, I'm not judging. I'm just saying we got to understand why you do that. We got to look into that. Ace of Swords, we got to find out why. You know what I mean? Because that's trauma. That feel like a trauma response. You know what I mean? Oh, everything going good, everything going peaceful. Let me go over here and see if I can find some destructive shit to come over here and fuck all my shit up. Well, why? Wait. You know what I'm saying? It be subconscious, right? It's not like on purpose, you know? But it's subconscious. It's too calm. It's too copacetic. I'm used to a little chaos. We go find me a motorcycle gang to be a part of on some shit. It's this type of energy. Queen of Wands. Yeah, let me go find something to get into. Is this type of energy. And your spirit team is like, wait a minute, you got to recognize this pattern. This almost like destructive ass pattern that you find yourself in. Hermit card, 9 of Pentacles, the Magician card where you start to manifest and materialize. Queen of Wands energy is out here. It's like, voila, magic. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Swords energy start controlling your thoughts, changing your environment. And you're like, oh, I think I miss that bullshit. Let me go over there and roll in it for a little while because I just want to be covered in some cow dung. Is this type of energy, and it'll be good for my fucking growth. Ace of Pentacles energy is out here with the Ace of Swords energy, and I think it has more to do with like fear. 9 of Cups energy is out here with the 5 of Cups, right? Fear of what's new, so you go to what's familiar, and this is like a warning. You know, your spirit team is like, bro, do you recognize that you more than it's a warning? They're like, do you even recognize that you're doing this, bro? Like, do you see where you going with this? Do you see where you going with this? Huh? What? Like, bruh, did we do this last year? Did we do this last year around this time? It happened to me, like, I started realizing in my life right around, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, every year. Oh, my God, no matter what I had going on, how good the year was going, no matter what, it would be like things would start to just go down. And I started to realize it, like, probably about the 3rd year, and I was like, damn, what the fuck is happening? Like, every Christmas is something going wrong. And then I started to realize that, okay, I had gone through so many losses, like, around those times over the years that it was just like, my brain was like, okay, get ready for it. 909 angel number. 99 angel number is on this board, 919. So it's like, be aware of these patterns that, you know, that you can kind of like, almost like on a molecular level or energetically, you get into like a pattern, like a time loop, and it'll keep you doing the same thing over and over until you become conscious of it and break free, create new paradigms. I already feel like you create new paradigms, right? So realize that you're kind of falling back in this time loop and missing some bullshit. Don't go roll around in it, okay? Look at the bull. Girl, I cannot. 10 of Wands energies out here. Ever grateful for you've grown in every way that you need to grow from this bullshit. Don't go back to it. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. That was for the stars. Right? Let me put some oracles for you. 1,200 stars, right? It was like something like, I remember you. I remember the number. I remember going through the stars and you be like, I didn't get my reading, and I'd be like, I ain't see your stars, and then I did see your stars. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Aaliyah, yeah, thank you. Girl, they put it in cursive and I can't see. Meeting someone at gym, staying long hours, doing more, working out. I feel like this could be about somebody else, right? Like, I feel like this is about you. And I feel like you finding like you digging down deep inside of yourself and you finding a new version of you. Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Like I said, that gym card got something to do with you fixing you, working on your own self, and see, like looking in the mirror and being like, that's me. This is time to energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Y'all let me know how that resonated for you. That was heavily for Aaliyah. Aaliyah, thank you so much for your generosity and your patience. I really appreciate the love and support. Thank y'all for tapping and tuning in. 618, oh my God. 18,000 likes is so appreciated. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Let me know if I'm saying something that helps. Let me know if you're waiting on a reading. Listen, can you pay for a private reading with PayPal? The thing is, how are we going to set up the reading, right? Like, if you use the website, then I know immediately. But you can message me on PayPal. You sure can. So if you want to, it could be like a delay in communication and stuff like that because there's like a system set up that's more effective and efficient. But if that's okay with you, you could do it and then message me on PayPal like that. My email is all my stuff is in my link tree. So like you can email me, you can text me. If you look in my Facebook profile, you see all my information. If you want to use PayPal and then say, hey, I sent you but use the like you have to use the recommended amount, right? Because there are certain amounts. Either way it go, as long as you're willing to like have this barrier in communication that may make it difficult for us to talk, and you understand how that might work out in delays and obstructions, then we cool. There's a delay. 18,000 stars is amazing. You guys are awesome. Jaslyn is still waiting. What's your email, Jaslyn? But when I open the link tree in a separate browser, it started working better. So open the link tree in a new browser rather than... Okay, thanks for that too. Jaslyn, did you send a donation through the link in my that's linked to the account? All praise to the Most High. Welcome, Magdalena. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. I was wondering, did we do your reading? Jasmine, angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Jasmine? If that is the case, make sure you share this live with other people who might like this. And I really appreciate your support. 3 of Swords energy. Ouch, bro. 3 of Swords is I need to gain perspective, right? Knight of Wands energy is out here, right? Like, it feels like I want to be gentle with how I go about saying what I'm about to say, because I really don't know what the details are, right? But I kind of see around it. And I get that there was this unexpected change. And it feels like it's a cut that cut deep, but it set you free. And the Hermit card energy is out here. And it feels like also like you don't know what to do with, like, I feel like I need to be gentle, right? Like, it feels like you don't know what to do with the freedom, right? For Knight of Wands, King of Wands, right? Like, maybe there was always a connection. Maybe there was always this, solace, like, security blanket that was there. And for whatever reason, the security blanket isn't there anymore, right? But you're still here, right? And in whatever ways that you were trying to manifest and materialize, whatever you were trying to with that security blanket, whether it be a person or place or an actual thing, right? That's what this is about. It's about you being able to realize a life after, after the pain is this type of energy. The Ace of Wands energy is out here, right? Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands. If you stay here, it's like a vagabond, right? Like, what are you going to get a red bandana and tie it to a stick and like ride the train track forever? It's like, how are you planning to make this work, right? So with that being said, you can't just stay in this pain and ride, right? And if you think about it, especially if you lost a person or like some it's like a sentimental loss, you would think that person or whatever was lost doesn't want you to sit and ride or become stagnant and begin to stink. But they want you to keep going, keep moving, right? Not let whatever severance. This 3 of Swords is dramatic almost, right? Like, it feels very deep in the cut, right? But you shouldn't let it be in vain, right? I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Don't let everything that you had to experience, even though it's painful, and I respect it, be in vain. 3 of Wands energy is out here playing on how you're going to move forward. Page of Cups energy is out here because this energy, 3 of Swords, Hermit card, Page of Cups, it feels like you don't realize your own power. You don't realize your own capacity, and it's in there. And sometimes that's what we go through difficult situations and circumstances for, right? Like, as long as that pacifier was there, you were going to suck on it. And so your mama took that pacifier and she threw it. You can't have no more. Right, and then you learn how to live without it. That's what's on this forward. Queen of Pentacles. And I see you learning how to live without it. I don't see it being easy, if I can say that. 3 angel number. 3 of Wands energy is out here. Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, 3 of Swords. I don't see it being easy, but I do see you being supported. Maybe not physically, right? But I do see the angels, right, helping you along the way. And you make it. Knight of Cups energy is the Knight of Pentacles, right? It's not going to be easy. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of growing that you need to do, but you have it in you to make it happen, and that's what I see you doing. Queen of Swords energy is out here, right? Like, there's a lot of lessons to learn. You're going to gain perspective. You're going to, from that perspective, develop willpower. And with that willpower, you're going to cultivate resources. Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. But you are kind of immature and you procrastinate a lot and you get distracted very easily. And because of those things, you have to learn why you need to choose not to let those proclivities of those inhibitions impede you, right? And that's going to be the difficult part, right? Like, damn, I got to stop getting distracted. Damn, I got to be more assertive. Damn, I got when you start doing that, then you'll see the breakthrough. And so I like this energy, but I feel like it's coming from a place of pain, and don't get stuck there, right? Don't become a vagabond and it's like, remorseful energy. Don't let it be in vain. That's how this feels. Let me know how that resonated for you. Light in the dark. You would have never quit that job if that bad thing wouldn't have happened, right? Like, you would have never left that relationship if they wouldn't have lied, right? You would have never started looking for alternative sources if that source hadn't let you go. And that's why it's to expose you to what God has for you, so you can let go of what's good enough and get what really is for you, right? So you can stop some of these bad choices too, right? Like, it's a pacifier and you need to let it go. Reciprocal lines. Navigate boundaries with grace. Mastering the art of give and take in harmony. I put them in the wrong basket. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let me know how that resonated for you. Thank you so much. I see the text that came through. Somebody went to the website. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. I'll respond to your text in just a few minutes, guys. If you're interested in getting a private, personal reading, click this link right here. And you'll see in my link tree a link that says private, personal. Make sure you follow the prompts on screen so you can text me and we can schedule your session, okay? I appreciate you tapping in, tuning in, and turning up, Corinne. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you share this live with somebody who likes this kind of shit, okay? Let's run it back up. We'll go right back to where we were and then past that, right? You guys want to do a collective message before we tap out? Is someone waiting on a reading? I'm going in and out, so I'm not blocking on accident. Smarculus? I have to use the restroom, but I'm coming right back and I'm going to do these readings. Does this say Smarculus? You guys are a lot. Crickets. Can y'all hear the crickets? I see you. I saw your text too. Okay. What about Smarklius? Thank you so much, Bianca. I appreciate you tapping in, tuning in, turning up. I'm about to answer some questions and do some collectives. Let me know if you're waiting on a reading. Because when I get idle, you know. Smarklius sent a generous donation through the link. Thank you for tapping in, Breezy. Welcome back. I appreciate the love and support, bro. Always say Marklius. Because it got an S in front of it, so it's Smarklius. I like that better. Smarklius. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That which you see is what the highest path out here for the greatest good. The Nine of Wands energy is out here. The Nine of Wands is major pain in my energy, right? Like, it's like, I'm not going to let someone defeat me. You know what I mean? It also has to do with, like, wisdom and experience. Hold on. It's like, I'm not fighting anybody. I'm not fighting every battle. I understand that I wasted a lot of energy, a lot of effort just responding to every stimuli, right? So it's about not being reactive, but it's also about realizing when you have the opportunity to actually bring something to fruition, to completion, and then taking that action. And that's why I think major pain, right? So you can keep going to battle, you can keep going to war, or you can actually, you know, manifest and materialize your desire, right? Six of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about boundaries. It's about realizing that you don't have to take something. You know what I mean? And even though it feels like somebody's trying to make you feel like they doing something for you, or you should be grateful for what they doing for you, it also feels like this shit aggravating as a motherfucker. Like, if you don't get your ass back. It's this type of energy. Hermit card energy is out here. 9 angel number has been showing up a lot for the collective. It feels like mind magic or mental magic. Like, it feels like 9 of Wands, Hermit card. Why the fuck would you want that? But it also feels like somebody's trying to make you feel like 999 angel number. Why wouldn't you want it, right? Like, you should be grateful that I'm doing this for you. You should be happy that you have somebody who's willing to do it. And there's a lot of shit that come with that. The 10 of Wands energy, a lot of burdens that come with that, right? Like, and it feels like it's also like you need to protect something from it. Your peace, your prosperity, from the capacity that this has to, like, change the dynamic into something that you love and you appreciate it, into something that's like a bother or a burden. It's like if you have a fishing hole. You don't tell nobody about your fishing hole, because if too many people find out about it, right, they're going to destroy the, like, ecosphere. It's this type of energy. 4 of Cups energy is out with the 2 of Pentacles. You ain't wrong, Queen. You is not wrong. It's something that you don't want. 6 plus 2 Pentacles is 8 Pentacles. It's like somebody saying, well, I can get you a job. I can get you a job with my father. But you want to work on your business, your fashion line business, right? It's like somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody, they expect you to want whatever they offering you because they feel like it's safe or it's secure or it's stable. But it has nothing to do with what you actually desire. Knight of Wands energy is out here, and like, if you allow somebody to force feed this shit onto you, over time it's gonna put some weight on you. If you keep letting a motherfucker force feed you noodles, it's gonna put some weight on you over time. That's what's on this board. Somebody force feeding you a bunch of bullshit. Now choose your battles and choose them wisely, but don't let nobody make you do the shit you don't want to do. Smarklius. But it feels like a type of emotional debt, though. Or like relative debt. Like, do it for your mama. Do it for your granny, right? This type of energy. Where my little juice went? Where my little juice? Where my little juice went? Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate the love and support. Marklius, and until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. Should we do a collective message? Hello. Will I get my house and be successful? Yes. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in, Antoinette. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. Everybody got their reading? Y'all been hanging out. Y'all been hanging out with me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging tough. Okay, let's do some collective messages. I had my collective oracle cards out here earlier. We're gonna start off with those. We're gonna move to what's the tea. So I don't know how we're gonna do it. Just see. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Jay Shauna, how many stars you sent? Freedom, associations, your circle of friends, the 11th house. Stir up the situation by using, be open to ideas about, invent a new way to. I feel like you're moving into relationships where you don't have to walk on eggshells, right? That makes me feel like you might be in connections right now that make you feel like you have to be sensitive about a certain subject, or you can't talk about something in front of such and such, or like it's like walking on eggshells to be, instead of just being able to be who you are, and people kind of like not like letting you get away with like complete disrespect, but like understanding that when you say something, you're coming from a perspective of either curiosity or trying to add value and help. Is this type of energy. The Virgo card energy is in reverse, right? Like it's like motherly energy where sometimes your mom is harsh and difficult, but she's probably likely coming from a place of love. Grief energy is out here, right? And stir up the situation is out here. I feel like you got something to say. I feel like you got something to say that people might not, especially people who you love and care about, right? They might not be all excited to hear about it, but they need to hear. This is what I'm tapped into. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Uranus, 11th house. And it's about you speaking up on something, right? Being able to be your most authentic self. Even if people can't really appreciate your honesty and truth, they can still appreciate you. Pleasure card energy is out here. No fair weather friends, right? No people who only want you when you're up. This is what I see. This card says sacred lust. It's the energy of some people in your energy who kind of like, when you up, or when you, not necessarily when you're up, right? But it could also be like when you're status quo, when you're like suitable, right? Like when you dress in you know what I'm saying? Like when you fit into whatever status they want you to fit into. But if you choose to be your authentic self, they might not appreciate you. And that could be like, it just like put people where they go, right? Don't think that you somebody ride or die. You'll go through anything with them, and you'll be with them no matter what, and they seeing you as like my Instagram friend. You get what I'm saying? That's how this feels. You want to make sure shit is authentic and true for you, right? You don't want it to be or both. You want it to be a portal that goes both ways. You don't want it to be one-sided. Well, you like, oh, this is my bitch. I know they'll do anything for me, and they like, who is this? Confession. I feel like you need to say what you feel like you need to say. And if your words, if this person doesn't understand it's coming from a place of love, or if this person doesn't understand that this is coming from a place of love, I had another thing that I wanted to say, but I feel like it got snatched up. Because open up your heart came out there, right? Like, as long as you're coming from a place of love, then you should be able to say what you need to say, and they appreciate it. This is what I'm seeing. I'm talking about, like, be careful with how you say things that are difficult to say. But if you're coming from a place of love, you should be able to say it. Oh, Lord. Sexuality came out here. So this could have something to do with somebody that's like, don't let it be you, divine one, that started off being somebody's friend, and now you're like, okay, I want to be more than friends, or something like that. But if you in somebody's face and you're not really their friend, and you hoping it'll move towards something like more romantic, it could be going both ways, right? Be respectful about that shit, right? Like, don't have somebody thinking that we friends and they can trust you and they can be vulnerable around you, and the whole time is something else, or vice versa. Honeymoon. You like, oh, we going on a girls trip. They think, oh, we going on a honeymoon, right? Like, what the fuck? And you ain't had no idea. Manifest energies out here. Let me know which way this is, because it feels like somebody coming out. Stirs up situation by using open ideas to invent a new way to find freedom. Virgo in reverse, grief. Like, you know what I'm saying? This feels like somebody coming out. Confession, open up your heart, honeymoon. Coming out about their sexuality. Pleasure card energy is out here. Coming out about what brings them pleasure. Grief card in reverse. Grief because they not hiding it no more, right? That's what this feels like. Manifest. And this could be somebody feeling like they manifesting you. Or spirit saying like, bro, be honest and be straightforward with a person if you're interested in them romantically, rather than thinking that they can be vulnerable with you and be your friend. Okay? Somebody's about to let you know how they really feel about you. And it feel like they the same sex. Love on the brain. Somebody about to let you know how they feel about you. And it feels like, if it's not y'all the same sex, it's like, that's your sister-in-law, that's your brother-in-law. You know what I mean? It feels like that. Like there are boundaries. That's, you know what I mean? Right. Just some shit that you don't want on your name. You don't want people looking into your relationship or finding out like, it's like this some like, you know, dusty bum kind of shit. Uninterested. The whole time I've been reading this energy, I feel like, don't fucking tell me we friends and we ride or die and then come around and then talk about you like me. Because it feels like you got me to say some shit that I probably wouldn't have said if I knew it was on some romantic shit. Even if you are willing to flirt or whatever it is like that, right? It's like I probably would have been a little bit more selective with what I was sharing if I knew it was on some sweet shit, right? It's this type of energy. It feels manipulative, right? It feels like somebody taking advantage of what could be a trauma in your life or what they see as a void now that they've gotten you to open up some type of shit, right? I'm nervous about it, right? And I feel like protect your family, especially if you have children. You don't need this shit in your life. Carless. Energy is out here with looking you up. And this person is looking to come up. They're looking for some type of... They want to benefit from whatever abundance that you have. And they have negative things happening in their life. And if you try to help them out, you're going to take on their karmic debt. That's what this feels like. I love y'all so much. I am so grateful for your time, your energy, your love, and support. Is there someone else waiting on the reading? Y'all let me know now. Because I think after that, I feel like, yeah, I'm ready to get him up and move him out. I wasn't expecting that to come out. I guess you wasn't expecting somebody to come out either. Like, now one of us wasn't expecting no shit to come out, huh? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. You sent for a reading, Delisa? Did you use the link did you use this link? Or did you send stars? Carless it be like that sometimes. I was Carless before, so... Trust me, I understand. I also understand at this point, if you Carless, you don't need to be trying to be in no relationship. You need to be just zoned in. So, Took, how many stars you sent, Took? And we ain't beefing about no nigga. We want the racks. How many stars did you see in Took? There's a certain number of stars for cards. You saying you sent stars? I'm asking, how many stars did you send? If these are the stars, if you want 6 cards, this is if you want a full spread. But next time I go live, okay, if you're interested in getting a reading, you can click this link right here and it'll take you to my link tree and you'll see a private and personal reading if you want that. Otherwise, I'm going to head out, y'all. Thank you so much for your stars. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. So it's 1,000 stars for 6 cards and 2,000 stars for a full spread. And so, but that's okay. I appreciate your generosity in any case. I appreciate the love and support. And next time I'll do some readings for some stars, okay? Until we meet again, you guys be powerful on purpose. Wholeness, infinite waters flowing through you. I'm like to find me something to eat, like a late night snack.